Doesn't bode well. I've just had a coughing fit just before we came on air. Good morning. How are you? It's Saturday morning and we have got such a fabulous show lined up for you today. Would you like to have a look at today's menu? Here it is. 8 o'clock, we've got Lucy Brennan with the pomegranate table topper. Now, she'll be able to tell you exactly why it's called pomegranate when we get to it. 9 o'clock, it's me. Now, you have to read this in a particular way. It's John presents Mandy Shaw solo. She's not here. 10 o'clock, Creative Grids Masterclass by Lucy. And 11 o'clock, John's Workroom Essential and Makes. Right, so, tell me, is this the right way up, Lucy? Is that the right way up? No, she says it's not. There. Now you can see why it's called pomegranate, can't you? It's gorgeous, though, isn't it? It's from the 9, it's a 9-patch. It's just beautiful, from the Versatile 9-patch book. So that's the first hour with Lucy, so I'll put that over there with Lucy. Then the next hour is me on my own, bringing you Mandy Shaw kits and Mandy Shaw patterns and all sorts of things that... this is lovely, isn't it? This is Hannah's party hair. This is called Joy. It's called Joy, this is. And then this is the hanging heart, which you love with the hair on it. So that's that one. Thank you, Joe. Then... 10 o'clock. $11 o'clock. If you don't know what it is, you'll have to watch it. Did I put that wrong out? No, that's right. It's right. It's brilliant. You've been waiting for it and waiting for it and waiting for it. And then look at this. Did you make this? Lucy made this. All hand-stitched. She'll have gone by the time I do this today. That is in my John's Workroom Essentials and Makes at 11 o'clock. It's the kit, basically, to make that. And Derek loves it because he's got a thing about felt. He loves felt. Thank you, Joe. Catch Faye. There we go. Faye? No, not Faye. We'd love you to get in touch. The best way to get in touch is via the internet. So what you need to do is you need to go to www.sewingquarter.com. Now, there's so many things I need to tell you about when you get here. First of all, look at the top banner. Christmas gift vouchers now available. Just click on it. You can buy them for £10, £20 and £50. We've been going on and on about them, haven't we? Also, in a minute, in the magazine one will go past Christmas gift and 50%. Now, if you go to the website, there is 50% off every single Christmas fabric that's on there. 50% off. They're all half price. They are all half price. Went absolutely be quick because now also I can't tell you which. Look at those prices. £1.74 they are. Now, I can't tell you what's sold out and what's not sold out because you have to click on it to find out. But they're all half price. Now, there's something else. Oh, sorry. Do you know what? I've gone to the website. I'll come back to the website in a minute. I'm going all over the place, aren't I? Because I've only got this competition today. It's for today and today only. Look, it's on the thing. You can win £250 worth of fab. That's what it says on the screen, isn't it? Right, so look at this, right? Win £250 worth of fabric. Now, the £250 worth of fabric is here. All of this, you won't get this because this is Wendy's Christmas box, this one. But all of this fabric that's in here, you could be in with a chance of winning. All you have to do is buy something. Now, if you buy one thing, your name goes into the tombola once. If you buy 2 things, it goes in twice. If you buy 10 things, it goes in 10 times. On Monday, we'll draw the name of the hat. Well, the computer does it. We don't do it. The computer will draw the name out of a hat. And one of you will have won all this £250 worth of fabric. And we're guaranteeing it'll be with you in time for Christmas. We're going to get a courier to bring it straight to you. So you'll have that £250 in time of fabric in time for Christmas if you are the winner. We'll announce the winner on Monday show. That's me, so I'll be doing it on Monday. Now, talking about having things delivered, yesterday was our last day guaranteed delivery in time for Christmas if you go with the standard £2.95. So now, what we're saying to you is, we have a premium one, which is £4.95, the premium one. £4.95, that will still guarantee that will guarantee getting it for you for Christmas. You can, now, if it's not urgent, you can still go with the £2.95 one, because that could arrive. That could possibly arrive, but we can't guarantee. I only say that because I posted 3 Christmas presents on, what day is it? Wednesday, and they were there on Thursday. So I'm just saying, we can't guarantee with the £2.95. So if it's a Christmas present, you want it definitely by Christmas, go for the premium. If it's like, well, if it arrives Christmas, it arrives. If it doesn't, it doesn't. go for the £2.95. You might be lucky, it might get there. So that's the competition. Right, getting in touch. Let's go back to the website. So what you need to do, www.sewingquarter.com. Click on Watch the Show Live. And when you click on that, you get a bigger screen there. You see the square down the right-hand side there, Message Studio. Send in a quick message. Only keep it short, though, because it does cut off. At your end, you can keep typing for as long as you like, but at our end, it cuts off after about 140 characters. Goes through to Hannah in the studio, and then she sends it down to my tablet on the desk. Right, now, I'll tell you this next bit, but there's nothing next. It's already cleared. Products from today's show will appear underneath me there. It's empty at the moment, but as I introduce fabrics or bundles or anything like that, they will appear there, so you can click on them and pop them in your basket. Talking about putting them in the basket, you go to the top of the page, and where it says add to basket, there will be what we are selling at that time. Pop it in there and put it into your basket, and now you can check out as many times during the day as you like. You will only be charged 1 P&P, whether you go for standard or whether you go for the premium. Oh, I've got something else I need to tell you as well. Sorry, I'm jumping all over the place this morning. With anything that we don't deliver, so like, for instance, the Mandy Shaw things, I can't guarantee, even if you go with premium, I can't guarantee that that'll be with you, because it comes from Mandy's own house, doesn't it? It doesn't come from our warehouse, and we can only guarantee things that come from our warehouse. We are asking about the Elna sewing machines. We're going to find out about the Elna sewing machines, well, because they're saying, yes, you'll get them in Christmas, but I just want them double-checked today, so I will double-check that for you today. If you want to send in a picture, which we love, and Lucy loves seeing your pictures, you can email in, and that is studio@sewingquarter.com. Studio@sewingquarter.com. Right, I've got to get on. Haven't I? What's it called? What fruit is it? Star fruit? Mango? Porcupine? No, what was it? Pomegranate. We've got 2 bundles for you, 2 really lovely bundles for you. Now, this bundle here is the one that Lucy's already made hers out of. Now, they're calling it a table topper, but I think you'll see, when you see what you've got, you can make what you want out of it. Lovely, lovely, lovely bundle. So, excuse me, this is the one that Lucy's already made hers out of, right? You get 6 meters of fabric, so you get half a meter of this, half a meter of this, half a meter of this, half a meter of that, half a meter of that one. So that's 1, 2.5. So that means you get 3.5 of the antique weight. Is that what it is? Is it that one? Yeah, antique weight in that one. Antique weight in that one. Okay. And then this one's a cream. No, this one's a different one. This is a cream one. So that's that bundle for £62.49. Then I've got this one here, which is a more blue tone. So you've got half a meter, half a meter, half a meter, half a meter. Can you tell you which is my favourite? Half a metre, 3.5 metres. Now, I think that's a cream or a vanilla, that one, isn't it? But you get 6 metres of fabric again for £57.49. Right, the pattern, it's vanilla. The pattern comes from a book, but should we have a look at a picture of the pomegranate quilt? And then I'll walk across underneath the picture. Then you have to see me waddling across the set. Oh, that's an unusual picture, Ginger, mate. No, that wasn't a compliment. Well, first of all, it's not centred. Secondly, it's flat. Anyway. What's the matter?
I'm just laughing at the...
Are you laughing at what Mike's saying? Oh, shut up, John. Just get on with it. Oh, my session has expired.
I know, I saw that, but I didn't want to touch it because I'll break.
Yeah, leave it alone.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. So, this comes from... I love this book.
Yes, I love this book.
I love this book. It's quite new, but each time we show it, it's very, very, very popular. It's called the Versatile 9-Patch. Now, I'll go through it more during the hour with Lucy, but it's basically... Joan Ford has taken the idea of a 9-patch, which is a square with 9 pieces in it, and kind of... You love this one. You're going to be doing this one for us in the new year, aren't you? The one with the ladybirds on it.
Oh, yeah, I love that one.
Look, isn't that beautiful?
I love that.
It's a take on a 9-patch, but all different. We've already done... I'll show you a cushion in a minute that Lucy's made, which was a take on it, but it's a take on a 9-patch, full of projects. It's cushions, it's quilts, it's all sorts of things, and they're all vibrant. They're all gorgeous, but I will take you through them all in a little while, but it's the most beautiful book, £21.99. I'll just show you this very quickly, because Lucy made this on a previous show, and if you look here, in the centre of the button, that's a little 9-patch, look. See there? Isn't that gorgeous? So this is one of the projects from the book. That is one of the projects from the book, isn't it? Of course, it should have had more buttons on it.
More buttons. Thanks.
Now, this is Lucy's last show before Christmas, everyone. So if you've got any messages for her, do get them in today. Right, so could you explain the pomegranate?
Yes. No.
Is pomegranate not a traditional quilt block or anything then?
Not that I am aware of. I might not know, but
yes.
As far as I'm aware, it isn't.
I rather love it though. I do rather love it.
I love it.
Now you've got like a block in the centre there, made up of lots of 9 patches.
Yes.
But then you've got this beautiful kind of border with these like little pockety things on.
Yes, which were fun to do. I like the 3D elements in quilts.
Yeah.
I think it's quite fun, and it's nice to do something a little bit different.
Yeah.
And what I love about the book and this pattern is there's lots of clever techniques in it. And so you're doing things that are slightly different than maybe you normally do, and so that's just
Now, would
fun.
you, in the book, there's something for a beginner and there's something, well, like you say,
Yes.
this, not challenging, but you've got to think about some of them, haven't you?
Yes.
So that you can progress with, don't be thinking, oh, it's just 9 patch, I can do 9 patch. There's lots of different
And it
projects
isn't
in there.
that, I don't know that, I mean, there's maybe some that are just straightforward 9 patches, but she's very, very good at explaining how to make them look neat, process of pressing seams, the different ways that you can do it. So she doesn't just give you one way of doing things. She explains different ways of doing it, which I always think is useful. Lots of pictures, lots of diagrams,
and lots of beautiful pictures. It's almost like a coffee table book, isn't it? The pictures in it.
Yeah,
so
and very inspiring. And what I like as well is there are a lot of full-size quilts, good-size quilts in there. But you can take elements of those projects.
Which is what you've done, isn't it?
Smaller, or just mix it up and do different things.
Okay, so where do we start? Where did we start on this one?
Okay, well, it is 9 patches. So we're making that central block.
Okay, perfect.
And the borders that I've added are slightly different than what's in the book.
Oh, okay.
Just because I was only doing the one.
Yeah.
And obviously it's a bigger scale in the book, but this is exactly the same as it is in the book.
So you're going to take us through these different, because I can automatically see 3 different techniques in there.
Yes.
Straight away. So you're going to take us through each of those techniques.
Absolutely.
Go on then.
Yes, okay. So to begin with, I've already done the cutting out because there's quite a bit of cutting out and there's a bit of sewing preparation, and I didn't want everyone to have to sit at home watching me doing lots of cutting out.
Yeah, because we get very bored.
So I've already done that.
Very easily boring.
So I've made up some of the 9 patches already.
So these are simple, straightforward, what everyone would know as a 9-patch block.
Exactly. And they're 2 and something inches square. I can't quite remember. But all the measurements are in the book. And then she gives really clear directions for which way to press things.
Oh, good.
And she does the spinning seams,
on
the back, which is really, really neat.
Because what you don't want, when you've got so many seams all joined, you get like a little nipple, don't you, sticking up, and sometimes... What else you get? That's a technical term. What else would you call it then, that bit that sticks up like that? I don't know. All right. You carry on, because my computer's playing.
So what's really nice about that is your seams will lay nice and flat, and because of the construction of this, we're going to have to cut into this block. And if your seams are very bulky, that's going to be quite tricky.
Yes.
So there is a purpose behind everything that she tells you to do.
But also, you can transfer all of these techniques to other projects that you do.
Absolutely. And so it's really good sort of learning resource in that sense.
Deborah's guessed what my bit of wood is already. Deborah said, morning, John. Oh, looks like a ruler holder. Brilliant. Happy Christmas to all. That's Deborah in Lincolnshire. Thank you, Deborah, my love.
Happy Christmas. So I've made up those blocks, but then actually to begin with, we're going to be doing half square triangles.
Carry on.
Okay, so...
Is that looking funny then?
No, I don't know.
You just stopped talking.
Well, I was waiting for you to go, okay, then have fun making half square
Okay, then have fun. I was thinking, where's your Christmas badge?
I'm in green.
Yeah, but we've got these sparkly badges that Hayley's bought specially.
Oh, I'm allergic to badges. So, so I've already prepped these, and I'm...
you carry on.
I've drawn a line. Oh, please don't go and get me a badge.
You keep going.
Drawn a line diagonally from corner to corner. and I'm going to sew a 1/4 inch either side of those lines. And you need to choose which fabrics you want, obviously, for which section, and these are different, but that's all in the book. So I'm going to chain piece these.
Pardon? Well, it's your last show before Christmas, isn't it?
What is that? Oh, yeah.
You've got a choice.
Okay.
Oh, no,
I might rather be
this
a
one.
dick. No, not that one.
This one. It's funny, nobody chooses this one.
I wonder why.
Oh, actually, I think I might be better fun.
I think I liked it the other way better. Oh, I like it.
Maybe you want something a little bit more ladylike. Oh, carry on.
Okay. Is this fashion advice you give to me?
No, this is the box that Hayley bought and said we have to use it.
Okay.
You carry on.
I didn't see that box. Okay, so I'm going to sew a 1/4 inch either side of that line.
Look at the bottom screen.
What's that?
That's your top hat. It's a bowler hat.
Why is
That's
that
so Christmas, isn't it?
Oh yeah, why is that for Christmas?
Thank you, Jay. We won't be bothering today.
No, thanks. Oh, it's not very happy.
Oh, what's happened?
I don't know.
Oh, that's my fault, is it?
Well, yes, it is absolutely your throat. I don't know why that's happening. I'll just rethread that.
Oh, Jay, what have you done? You've been
No,
off for a
it's
few
not
days
Jay's
and you
fault.
come in, mess the machine up.
It might need a new needle.
Well, that could be why, Jay.
That's not Jay's fault. Just doesn't sound very happy.
Oh, it sounds better now.
No, yeah, it does sound a bit
Yeah.
better.
We'll get you a new needle as well while we're at it. Jay can't appear
It
on the
might
screen
be
today
alright.
because he's got a top on that's got branding on it. Oh, Jay. Oh, don't look, Lucy. You'll never look at your husband again in the same way. Jay took his big sweatshirt off and his top came off and his trousers are really quite low slung today. Oh, I can feel my breakfast moving.
Stop. Could you get the ironing board out for me?
I could, for you.
Please.
Is it on?
Yes. Thank you. This doesn't sound happy, does it?
So Jay's just put a new needle by the side there.
Yeah.
Maybe you're getting another machine ready just in case, Jay.
We'll see.
Thank you.
Okay, so I stitched all the way down one side, turned them round, stitched all the way
In
down
your
the other
contrast
side.
colour?
Yeah, and ignore the
Yeah, the mistake.
yeah
Never a mistake.
design feature
Yes.
of the thread that's behind. And then I'm just going to cut on that
Actually
drawn
on the line.
And then we can press those
Oh, which way do you want them to press?
towards the print.
So you have the print on the bottom. No, plain on the bottom. No, print on the bottom. Hang on.
No,
Pressing
that's it.
towards.
Yeah.
I'm pressing them.
Thank
This iron
you.
doesn't feel very hot.
Lovely. I think the needle's okay. We'll just keep going with it and see.
Oh, Maggie
it's
sent in a photograph already. Blimey, Maggie, you're... Oh, she said, I couldn't have done this before your fabulous programme came on air. Oh, hang on. Okay, her email address says Maggie, but she's called Jackie. Oh, look. Oh, they're cockerel cushions, aren't they, those?
They
Oh,
look
I like those. I
fantastic.
like the different red. On one, you've got
And they're all
like chevrons.
half-square triangles, which is what I'm doing.
Which way would you like it to go this way? The same way? Because these are...
The same, yes.
Oh, that's not done very well.
Yes, the same way, please. So then what I'm going to do is take two of them and draw a line diagonally the opposite way.
Opposite way.
Yeah.
Morning, Lorraine. Morning, crazy Lorraine. What did she say today? Love the book and you, John, and love Lucy. So you got two loves. The book got one love, and I just got and you, John. That's crazy Lorraine.
Thank you,
from Peterborough.
Lorraine.
Have you not got a craft fair to go to, Crazy Lorraine? She makes things for... No. She makes things for, like, charity craft fairs. You know, she's, you know. Dear John, what a fabulous prize. I've got everything crossed in hope. Love to you both from Caroline. Now, is that Naughty Caroline? I had a message from Naughty Caroline this week.
All these names.
I know.
Okay, so I've drawn a line down and I'm just matching these up. So the print's going to be opposing.
2 at a time, would you?
Okay. No, I'm going to sew them again.
Oh.
So
again?
I'm not pinning, but I'm just butting those seams up against each other. You should pin, really.
Yeah. Especially if you've got an inept assistant like me.
No. And then I'm just going to do the same thing. So sewing down.
What we'll do is we'll see if this sews. If not, Jay's got another sewing machine standing by.
Okay.
And I can go and do fabrics and things if you want to swap machines very quickly. But we'll see how we go.
Just doesn't sound particularly happy, but we'll see. That's all right.
Keep it on standby, Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, and Hannah wants a coffee on standby as well. It's all right for them upstairs. This is all I was saying. Oh, you could bring me a coffee, or could you bring me some toast, or could you do this? And we're sitting here working. No, she did ask for food yesterday, Jay. And then Vegan said, has that got meat in it, that pie? Which she did have. And then he said, oh, I didn't know you were allowed to eat in the gallery, Hannah. And she went, no, we're not. She was so, well, no, because it was as a hangover kicked in, wasn't it, yesterday? I wonder how Chris is today. I wonder how little Paul is today. Oh, Marcia. Message from Marcia. Morning, John and Lucy. Can you... Oh, Marcia, of course we can, but you haven't put his name. It's Marcia's son's birthday. He's 13 today.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Marcia's son.
Happy birthday.
I know, that's teenage. Oh, Marcia, you're in for a right old run for your money now, aren't you? You've got that to come yet, haven't you?
I know.
Anyway, happy birthday. Marcia, tell us what his name is. Lorraine, no, I've finished the fairs now. Merry Christmas to Lucy, as it's your last show. Oh, she sent some pictures in. Thank you, Lorraine. They haven't arrived yet. We haven't arrived yet. Okay. Are they pictures of Lucy? What?
Are they pictures of me?
No. I just think what they are with Crazy Lorraine. Now, which way do these need to be pressed? Can you explain the competition? Just started watching. Wait there.
Okay.
Wait there. Come with me. The competition is very, very easy. I should stand over this side, then you can see the screen maybe. There you go. You could win £250 worth of fabric. This is the fabric you will win. You won't win the box because it's Wendy's Christmas box, this. All you need to do is buy something. So if you buy one thing today, your name goes in the hat once. If you buy 2 things today, it'll go in twice. Now, it's up until midnight tonight, or 11:59 tonight. And there's all sorts in here. Look, there's charm packs. Look, there's all sorts. Now, there's fabric here that I've never even seen before. I love that. It's like a Delft fabric, isn't it? There's so many gorgeous... Oh, look. I love all these. Anyway, this is what you'll get. I'll tidy it up before it comes out to you. It will arrive with you before Christmas. It's £250 worth of fabric. Only one of you will win it, and you just have to buy something. So the more pieces you buy today until 11:59 tonight, the more times your name goes into the hat. And then I will be telling you on Monday who's won, and then we're going to courier it to you, so it definitely gets to you before Christmas. There you go. Back to Lucy. Doing my job here. Oh.
You can do it if you want to.
Picture from Lorraine. Oh, my, that's at one of her festivals, look.
Oh,
Fairs, I mean,
wow.
Blimey. Now,
That
Lorraine
fantastic.
a day doesn't go by when she doesn't sew. So she's a bit like you, where she doesn't sew something. Do you know what, Lorraine? What you need to do is you need to get on Instagram, and then on a Saturday night, you do a sew-along a Lucy, don't you? Isn't that what it's called?
No.
Mandy Shaw joins in, doesn't she?
She does, Mandy Shaw.
I sometimes put in my 2 pence and get insulted by all the ladies on there. Because I'm not sewing, I'm just reading the comments and making naughty comments all the way through it.
So, for this one, you're
It's not called Sew Along a Lucy, it's called Charm About You, isn't it?
Charm About You is my Instagram.
Oh, sorry.
But it's Saturday Night Craft Along.
So what do they have to go? Do they have to find Saturday Night Craft Along, or do they have to find
They can do
Charm About You?
# Saturday Night Craft Along, and then
I've
find
got
it.
no idea what that means. I listened to the news. I was going home yesterday. And did you see the story on the news about the man who used to be in the army and he'd been at a Poppy Day remembrance service, and there was a tramp a homeless person, I should say, not a tramp, in the graveyard, right? And he went over to talk to him, offered him a cigarette. They're long lost brothers.
No.
I know. I was weeping as I drove home listening to Jeremy Vine yesterday. But then said, you can find us on Facebook. Where hashtag could I find it? Could I? Eckers like. But I'm not computer savvy like you. So hashtag sew along a Saturday.
Saturday night craft along.
Oh, okay.
And it's not just me. There's two other ladies run it.
But you're always there,
with
aren't
me.
You? Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
So I've just popped the seam.
Yes.
And I'm spinning it, which she explains far better than me.
Yeah. Pop in the seam.
book.
So the middle there, you don't get that lump in the middle.
Yeah. And the seams are spinning round.
I'm spinning around.
Now you can
Move out of my way. Samuel, happy birthday. Oh, I love that name. Samuel, it's Samuel's birthday. He's 30.
Happy birthday, Samuel.
Oh, Samuel, you've got how exciting to be 13. You've got your whole life ahead of you. Oh, yeah, you'll have all the awkward bits. Just enjoy it. Have a fabulous life, Samuel, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
So
what's this called then? 4 square triangles?
This
Quarter
is
square triangle.
quarter square
Yeah.
triangles. So at this point then, you are going to trim it back.
Right.
Okay. So it's got all the measurements in there, but you have to sort of pay attention to what you're doing now. And it has a diagram that shows you the different cuts that you have to make.
Right.
So what I think is interesting about this is that you can create these different shapes just by doing this.
Can I show in the book where you are doing these bits here? Right, so there you got your 9 patch here. And then Lucy's going to show do you see there's cutting this way, there's cutting this way, there's cutting this way and cutting. You see what I mean? There's all the different. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, but we're not doing the 9 patch bit yet. We're
All
doing
right.
that.
Oh, we're on that bit. Sorry, it's on that bit there.
We're coming to that bit.
We're coming to that bit.
So that's like your cutting diagram.
So this is your cutting diagram here.
Yeah.
But it's very thorough, isn't it, with all those diagrams and everything, isn't it? And then all of Lucy's notes. You don't get those in your book. Now, I need to tell you that nearly half the books have gone already. Anyway.
Okay. So she does give very clear instructions for cutting. You need to follow it in the way she says.
So a lot of you quilting ladies go, oh, I've gone off-piste here. What you're saying is, do not go off-piste here. Stick to the rules.
Not if you want it to come out looking like
a pomegranate.
That, then you need to, like a pomegranate. So it's just the different measurements, and you are cutting away quite...
Oh, yes.
Yes. So it's, different.
Yeah.
And the bits are getting smaller and smaller as you're going along, and she has you measure out from the central point out. So you want to try and keep that accurate as well as you're piecing. And then we're going to trim this back. Could have done with the rotating cutting mat, but didn't think about it.
Sold out, I think, isn't it, the rotating cutting mat? Every time we bring it on air, it sells out.
Because it's so useful.
Yeah.
I used it at home when I was doing this. And that's your final
Oh,
shape.
now that looks... It's not even, then?
No, it's not even. So if you look... Shall I show you
which is why it's important to follow all her instructions.
Exactly. So this is that bit there.
Oh, yes.
It's that little bit there.
Can you see that there? So that triangle there is the equivalent of that one there, because that's much smaller. So, because you were cutting it thinking, oh, she's not concentrating, because that's not the same.
Yeah, so it's just this
So
is making up the points of your stars.
Yes.
So these would be the points.
From the original square, you've cut a rectangle, and it's an uneven rectangle, because it's 3/4 that way, only 1/4 this way.
Because you've cut from the centre.
Oh. Right.
Okay, so you would repeat and cut all of those...
for that section.
To be the same for that section. So I'll do that at some point.
Right.
And then we're going to move on. I've pre-made the 9 patches because that's fairly straightforward. So now we're going to cut these. So I have to think
when
about
you make
which
it, I'm
one's
going to ask you a question. When you make a 9 patch of this size, do you still sew 3 together, 3 together, 3 together, and then sew the rows together?
Yes, and you're doing it as she says. So pressing the outer 2 out, that one in, and then
spiraling.
Yeah, spin your seams in
Kylie
the centre
Minoguing
there.
the seams.
Yeah, Kylie Minoguing the seams.
Right,
And then
so
we're going
now...
to cut this 2.5. So down the centre, really.
Right, so which one are you doing now? That bottom, are you doing the bottom
top
green
the top one? This one, yeah,
that
sorry.
one, yeah, that one there,
yeah,
that one there. So we're doing the green one now, that one there.
So this is making up the corners here.
Fine.
So we've already done that bit, and now we're doing the corners.
Oh, hang on, so we've already done that bit, and now we're doing that bit there. Okay, you sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is why it's so clever, you see, because you think it's not going to work, and then it all magically does. So we're cutting that at 2.5, and then cutting it crossways, the same, 2.5.
Oh, now isn't it funny? Because I was looking, thinking, that's not going to make that.
I know. It's very clever.
Look. So that's really clever, isn't it?
Yeah.
So all you've done is split it down the middle and down the middle, and then you've created those gorgeous little blocks.
And this is what I really love about it, because you can take elements of this and use them in other projects.
Yes.
You know, just what a fun, simple
but
idea.
That's gorgeous for a corner of any, you know, when you're doing a binding on a quilt, that's gorgeous for a corner
But look, even as a, you know, you
as
can
a
just
quilt
spin them
quilt.
round and make different patterns with them and just look really, you know, just fun and like a lot more work than you. And when it's this small, people think, oh, how have you got that tiny, you know?
Tiny
yeah, because
bit,
that's we've still got the seam allowance, so it ends up
minute.
So that's the corner pieces.
Okay, now do you need to trim those down as well, or not yet?
No, that's
so
no,
these
you
ones you
those,
trim, but those have you've
this bit is that bit there.
Yes, so you leave that.
So that's it as it is.
Morning, John and Lucy. Do you still get entered into the draw if you buy from the web, or is it just today's show? No, buy from the web. Anything you buy today up until 11:59. That was from Karen. Thank you, Karen.
Good to check.
Yeah, no, always good to ask. We're here to answer your questions. Right, what we're doing now, the middle one.
Okay, so now we're doing the middle one.
Right, so we're doing this one now.
Concentrate now.
That middle one there. And where is it on here then? What's that bit on here? That's this one.
That's the central part.
This central bit here.
Yeah.
Can you remember how to do it?
No.
Oh, no, there's a bit of wastage on this thumb though, isn't there?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see how you do that one.
I think we just do it, don't we? We just go for it. So I think it's just an inch. Oh no, it's an inch from the side. Now watch this go horribly wrong now.
Leslie, I'll find out for you in a second, my love.
Let me read through so I don't get it wrong.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
I've got to do fabric. Do you want me to go and do fabrics?
Okay.
And then you can have a good read.
Yes. Because I don't want to cut it wrong at this point.
Right. Leslie's just asked about this gorgeous quilt on the wall behind, right? This is yours from yesterday. Yes. Hannah is desperate for this quilt. That's why it's still hanging on the wall, so she couldn't take it home, right? Leslie's saying, can she buy it? The best way to do it, Leslie, is ring the call centre. 0800 112 4433. It's a free phone. Just say, put your telly on. It's the one behind Lucy on the back there. It was called...
Improv Circles.
Improv Circles, but it wasn't the very first one. It was the
Meadow
Air one. But just ring the call centre. They'll help you.
I know, because I named them.
Customer service are brilliant. I'll tell you. What?
I named the bundles yesterday.
Oh, that's why nobody can remember them. I'm going to go do fabrics. All right.
Okay, yes.
Right. Don't cut anything. Just
no,
read.
I won't. I'll
just
read.
Right, the two bundles. I did a little snort then, didn't I? I don't know where that came from. The two bundles, the one that Lucy's already made is this one here. And what you get in this one is you get half a metre, 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 and then, was that 3.5 there? 3.5 of the antique white in that one. So that's £62.49. Now, it's saying 2.95 P&P up there, which is if you want the standard, but we can't guarantee you'll get it in time for Christmas. If you definitely want it in time for Christmas, just go with the premium for £4.95. And then the other bundle, the one that Lucy's actually chopping up now, is this one. So that's half a metre, 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 and then 3.5 metres of vanilla. Now, also... You see this here. Now, I adore this fabric, right? Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to take it over with Lucy, because Lucy adores this fabric. The designer of this fabric, you love her, don't you?
I love her.
We're going to sell this to you by the half metre. Only this one. Only this one. Can't offer you the blue one, I'm afraid. Just this one. It's called Art Gallery Zest Magnolia, because it's the magnolia tree, look. Wild Bloom. Now, the designer doesn't get a mention.
It's Barry J.
And that's a lady, Barry.
Lady Barry, B-A-R-I. And she's an artist.
Painter
which
artist.
you can see from this beautiful illustration. And she has incredible taste, great colours. You know,
you can go and look at her on Instagram. She's called Barry J, isn't she? B-A-R-I-J, the letter J. And gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous
and
work.
this yellow, I've grown to really love yellow this past year, oddly. I don't know why.
It's your age.
Yeah. Well, I've always loved orange and pink is my favourite, but I've grown to really love yellow.
That's really funny, isn't it? Because that's all about you crave the colour that you need to fill your aura with, you see. So... No, well, we had the colour psychologist on air in the last job I did, you see. It's only if you believe in these sort of things. So the pink, you were looking for love.
Right. I've got
the
plenty
orange,
of that.
well, no, I can't tell you what the orange is. It's a bit early on a Saturday morning what orange is all about. And the yellow is all about communication and friendship and chatter. So that's lovely. So that's, since you've known me.
Those are things that sum me up. The yellow... This yellow, isn't it beautiful? It's a really, really, really nice yellow. And it's hard to get a yellow.
Do you know what? If you know Osborne and Little Fabrics, this is a yellow that they use. And I just think it's an expensive, rich-looking yellow.
It is.
Right,
yeah,
I'm going to move on.
And works beautifully with green as well. OK, so I've worked it out. I was overcomplicating it in my mind. OK. Because what I did when I was cutting it, you need to just trim an inch off it.
Is that all you need to do?
That's all you need to do. So you're left with 3 inches. But what I would prefer to do is measure the 3 inches from the centre, because if I'm cutting an inch off, you know, it's not very even on the side. So rather than measuring it from the edge, I'm going from the centre. And I'm using my 1.5 down the centre, and I can measure up these seams with that measurement. Do you see what I mean? So I know that once it's cut,
because there's no guarantee, because you might do a little bit less than an inch, a little bit more than an inch, and then that means that your whole square is slightly off.
Exactly. So I would rather it be centred, and then I can.
But now that bit you're cutting off then gets wasted, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could sew them together and turn it into something else if you.
Because the strips would be so narrow.
So desired.
There'd be half-inch strips, wouldn't they?
But that's what you are coming. Yeah. You are, making everything smaller and smaller and smaller, but. That's how you get this effect. So this then becomes the central piece in your block.
So you only need to make one of those for the block.
Yeah, so there's only one of those ones there.
Good morning, you two, Lucy and John. Super show, haven't stopped laughing. That's you, that is, not concentrating. Keep it up. That's from Trisha Ann in Kent. Thank you, Trisha. Oh, now, did you see Escape to the Country this week? That was in Kent. It was lovely. And the husband, he was a right old dish. And you could tell that Alistair fancied him.
I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry.
Escape to the Country.
Oh, I've not watched that. Oh, sorry. Anyway. Okay, so this is...
you're now going to make the block.
You're starting to see the block build up. Well, I'm going to move on to the next bit because I don't want to run out of time. But you can see, if I trim those back, that's going to end up making. Oh, hang on.
You've taken away Michelle's message. Right. It's called a disappearing 9 patch.
This bit is a disappearing 9 patch. So when you make the 9 patch and you cut it up and you move it round, that's a disappearing 9 patch.
Oh, thank you, Judy. Judy B, that is. And then Michelle says, morning, John. And... Oh, Joe. Is that from yesterday? Oh, this is Lucy. This is Lucy, she's new. Michelle, can you tell me the email address so I can send a photo of my first quilt I've ever made? It's a Christmas one. Posh Michelle. Oh, she's given herself a nickname. Oh,
I
Posh
like
Michelle.
That.
Which, nice, I've obviously said that in past because she lives in West Sussex.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
This is the email address. studio@sewingquarter.com. studio@sewingquarter.com. Send it in, Michelle. Looking forward to that. Let's see how posh your house is.
Yeah. And her first quilt.
Yeah.
I love seeing first.
Oh, Caroline messaging said it was naughty, Caroline. This is the best ever, she says. You two are better than Morecambe and Wise. What does she mean? She used to... Yeah, which one's which? You've got the glasses on. So you're the funny one and I'm the kind of weird little one. Now,
you said it.
Caroline, do you mind? Caroline used to have a really important job. Like, she used to be a theatre nurse or something like that.
Oh.
Naughty Caroline did. I'm sure that's right, isn't it? Didn't you tell me that?
Okay.
Anyway, what are you doing now?
Moving on.
Which bit are we on now? Which bit are we on
now?
now?
We're on the corners, the setting.
Yeah.
And I really like how she's done this. I think it's clever. So I'm drawing a line.
So you're taking another 9 patch.
So these are other 9 patches. This is sort of the background bit.
Oh, Michelle, you've emailed in, but there's no picture attached, my love. She's that posh, the champagne's kicking in already.
So I'm just drawing a line down the centre, and you can see...
It doesn't matter which way you go, does it?
No, it doesn't, because it's...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's meant to just be a mixed distance.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter which way you go.
No, it doesn't matter. But you can see why it's nice to have these spinning seams.
Oh, because you're going straight through the middle of them.
You're going through the middle, yeah.
Now, I suppose when you're cutting through the spinning seams, you do have to be careful, don't you? Because if you rough and tumble with it, it's going to unpick. The stitches will come undone, maybe.
Yeah, but we're going to sew before we do that, so it's okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we're not. I thought we were going to cut this.
No. So now we're taking this.
Just as well you're here, really, isn't it?
It is. So we're taking the sashing strip.
Got really cold hands today. You were warm yesterday. You're freezing today.
Cold hands, warm heart. Mm-hmm. So we're taking these sashing strips, and I've drawn a line already down the centre of the strip.
Yeah.
And then we place the 9 patch on top. You want to sort of centre it, but don't worry.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter,
right,
no.
okay.
So you don't need to be too careful.
But don't match it to the top or the bottom. Just plonk it in the middle.
Yes, just plonk it in the middle, and then you probably should pin.
Yes.
You know, to hold that in place. I don't have time. And then we're just going to sew a 1/4 inch either side.
Oh, okay. So that's why you're not worried about the seams coming open down the
No,
Kylies.
exactly, because we're...
Why does that call it a Kylie?
Spinning around.
Is that called a...
Well,
Kylie, she's shouting, Kylie, Kylie down my ear now.
I should say she calls it furling. I'm sure that's the correct technical term. Furling the seams. I just say spinning. Yeah.
That sounds like a farming, like a furling machine.
Yes. What might that do?
No. As in, I think it's a machine that gets the bale and it curls.
Right.
Not curls, but furls.
Furls.
Tina says, "Morning, John and Lucy. I've got the book. What page are you looking at?" Oh dear, Tina, I'm on page 84, my love. 84.
That's what we're on now.
Yes.
84.
It's a bit aggressive, wasn't it?
No, just the beginning of it is not 84.
It starts. Is it the start there where all your pink writing is?
Yeah, where all the pink
I think Tina can find 2 pages behind.
Oh, well, we only 2 pages, yeah.
Where does Tina live? Because it sounds like it's Swedish or something, doesn't it, that town? I won't say it against a little village. Yes. Do you know where that is? Can you read it from there?
No. But what is it?
Sounds a bit
Welsh?
Swedish. Oh, do you think it's Welsh?
Welsh.
I thought it was a bit Norwegian. Oh, it is in Wales. Whereabouts? Oh, don't know. Near Pontypool. Oh, near Pontypool. Ponty, now, doesn't Ponty mean bridge?
I don't
think
my
Ponty
Welsh
means
is not
bridge
very
in
good.
Welsh. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. Sorted that one out.
I'm just going carefully because you don't want to catch any seams or anything as you're sewing this.
Oh.
Well, that bit doesn't matter.
That's flat.
You'll cut that bit off anyway.
We had lots of feedback about our sewing yesterday, about how they like my curves better than yours.
Shall I leave then? You can finish the demonstration.
Yeah, go on. Oh, that machine is sounding sad, isn't it?
It is.
We'll change. We'll get Jay to service it between the 2 shows.
Okay. So then we're going to cut on the line. There, so between
yes.
You have to be careful. There we go. And this makes the corner section.
Oh, wow.
There. So you give that a press.
Yeah, I'll just sit there. So you created the corners on the block there, you see. Right. Press it that way.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, Michelle has sent in a picture of her first ever quilt. Oh, she made it from one of us. Oh, look.
Wow.
Made it from one of our sister magazines, and it's her first ever quilt top.
Wow,
Michelle,
that's
that's gorgeous. What do we know what that's called? Because it's still quarter square triangles, but they're done on a kind of diamond shape, aren't they?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. So you have a quilt on your bed just for Christmas. I'd have that.
Lovely.
I'd have that. Keep it. No, she said Christmas in her message.
That is lovely.
That is lovely. I love the colours in there.
That's her first quilt
I know.
as well. That's
So do you want to come be
amazing.
a demonstrator? Do you want to be an expert, Michelle?
Trying to get rid of me.
No, as if. Oh, it's in South Wales. Oh, she loves the show, and we brighten her day. She said both of you brighten your day. So Hannah said she's obviously watching a different show.
You don't need to keep doing because I'm not
Oh,
going
I'm
to
not
have
going
time
to,
to
no.
get that far. So,
She's
and
not
thank
listening.
you.
She's not
No,
listening.
I'm part listening, but I have to concentrate. So you can. This will make up the corner sections. okay?
Right.
Around the edge of the block.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's your middle.
How are we doing?
Oh, sorry. We don't have to.
No, well.
I was just going to very quickly. I'll just show. Actually disappearing one,
Yeah.
and then you haven't cut the other one.
No,
so
I think
then
I'll
you'd
do
have
that.
your.
So it,
Oh, hang on.
you keep going like this.
Yeah.
And so you can see the central part is a 9 patch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. Please respect the work. Next stage.
So the next stage is the border sections. Okay,
Excuse
so I'm just going to cut some borders,
Have you not done
and
that?
we're just going to make this bit up a little bit because I just want to get the technique.
Right. Can I just tell you, I said this book's always popular. When everyone's checked out, there's less than 10 left. There's less than 10 of these left once everyone's checked out. It's always been popular, $21.99. Oh, look, there's your cushion in the washing basket at the bottom. I've not noticed that before. Oh, Hannah thinks everything's superimposed. Some people do have countryside and sunshine, you know, Hannah. Not everyone lives in an inner city slum like you. A friend of mine bought a house, this is going back a few years now, because the houses are now selling for about £4.5 million in London, just off Oxford Street. And I used to say, oh, I've come to the inner city slum this week, and it was like the most beautiful house you'd ever seen. The only trouble is no garden, because it's right in the centre of London town. London town, listen to me.
London town. So we just imagine these are the borders.
Right,
Okay,
okay.
so you have two
Right.
outer borders. So you have a like a frame
Yes, yeah.
border in the white,
Yeah.
and then you have your print
Patterned,
one.
yes.
Yeah, pattern. So this is the bit
Oh, is
that I'm
that-
doing.
Oh,
Yeah, because we need to.
yeah, I just thought they were stitched on the top. I didn't realise they were in a seam.
No, it's in the seam.
So we'll get on with it then,
So,
girl.
well, exactly. So these are 5-inch squares.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, they are. And we're going to make Prairie points, which I did recently for a table runner.
Not with me, you haven't.
No, but we're doing them differently, the other way than I did them. So there's different ways of doing Prairie. So I'm just...
This is her
folding it
way,
in-
Joan's way of doing them.
Yes.
Right,
So
okay, so you're folding the in half.
folding it in half and then folding it again and then press.
Press.
Okay, and fold. So it's just a square, fold in half.
And
You
half
can
again.
properly press these in between if you want to, but I don't think it's necessary. You can just finger press, it's fine. You want a 3D look anyway, so, and you just keep pressing them. Okay.
I'm still thinking about Posh Michelle's blooming quilt cover. It was beautiful,
It was
wasn't it?
beautiful.
Oh.
Oh, don't worry, it's going to be in the seam anyway.
Yeah.
You don't have to be perfect with this. It's fine.
I like to be perfect for you.
So then what you want to do is arrange them along the border.
I do apologise.
What are you doing?
My belt got caught on the plug.
Do you remember what my sleeve did? I had a great big sleeve. I kept catching everything. So you're going to arrange them. I can't remember how she did this, but we'll just make it up. Because you've got it's open on the one side,
yes.
you can slot them into each other, you see, like that.
Oh.
So you just open up the fold
and
slot it in. So you always want the folded side along the same, so they're going like that. And then I don't have pins, so this might be hilarious. Oh, you have, yes, marvellous, thank you. So you want to pin these in place, and I would pin them so you're catching the point. Look at me moving it.
I'm giving you a blunt one.
So you're catching that.
Oh, right,
Do you see what I mean? So when you come to sew it, that's going to stay in place. So probably do it facing towards you so you can really see what you're doing. So along there, so that where that's overlapping, I'm just I'm holding that down. And then you can put some in the middle or whatever if you wish.
Hannah's doing a concentrating breathing, just so you know.
Right, okay. So there we go. And then what I'm going to do is take the second border strip, lay it on the top, and I'm going to sew a 1/4 inch down there. Okay. So obviously you want to arrange them all the way along.
Yes.
You know, you're not just doing it in the middle, you're doing it all the way along your borders.
Yes.
But all the measurements and everything are in the book.
Yeah, so you're just showing us the technique,
just showing
we're
the
running out of
technique,
time. Yeah, exactly. Got 3 minutes.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh.
So that's our little prairie point sandwich. So if you were making prairie points for a quilt, that's where you would stop. If you were doing them.
Oh, is that a prairie point?
If you were doing them in the border, that's a prairie point. Yeah.
What, sticking up?
You just press it like. You just press that, and they're on the border.
So it's like dagging, then. We call that dagging.
Yeah, I made them on a table runner, and my husband thought I'd done something wrong because I hadn't sewn them down.
Oh, right,
but that's how they're meant to be. Okay. But for this, can we just press it?
Yeah.
It's not going to look.
Will you be able to see? Let me move this. So they can see.
So I'm just going to press. It's not sewn properly, obviously, like that, and then you fold these open. Okay, so you fold it up, and what you want to do, because you've pressed it, you've got a crease there along the fabric, so you can line that up with your seam line so that the line's running all the way across, and then you can give that a press. So you want to make sure that that line is in the crease on the prairie point is in line with your seam, because that's what's going to make them nice and even. Okay. So you just go along, give them all a little press. And this makes it easier when you come to sew the button on, because you've got a crease, you know where they're...
Yes.
It doesn't matter that it's not laying flat, but you know where they are then.
Now, if you don't want a button on, you could do a little decorative stitch or something through, couldn't you?
Yes, to hold it in place. That's a very good idea.
To hold it in place,
Yeah. But she's used buttons, so...
Yeah. So we're using buttons.
So, well, we're not now, but... I could do a decorative stitch, couldn't I?
You do it. I'll just show you the buttons.
Yeah.
Which ones did you use? The little... Oh, it doesn't matter.
I used these ones.
Okay.
And initially I picked out all the larger ones, and then I went, no, they're just too big.
Yes.
So I just used the small ones, but you've got a really great selection in there. There's a lot of variety, different shapes. Some are 2 holes, some are 4.
So they're called light green, £1.50. All different sizes. And
there's some nice clear green ones in there as well, which I really
Paul's
like.
got a favourite in there.
They're really nice.
And then we've got the darker green ones. Oh. Jay's in the studio, but something fell over outside the studio. £1.50. And I'll just show you on the reel, on the actual finished thing, where the buttons are, you see, just literally on there. But what Lucy's going to do very quickly is just do a little decorative stitch in the next 20 seconds. Lucy's back in an hour's time doing creative grids. Please do check out your baskets on the book especially. Okay.
It's meant to be a snowflake. Not sure you can see it 'cause
No.
it's in
It's
black.
supposed to be using a contrasting thread.
But that you could, well, it was contrasting
Yes.
with the other bit.
Yeah.
So you could do that. You could do a little stitch to hold it down. Also, buttons on.
Thank you, Lucy.
Thank
See you
you.
in an hour with your creative grids. 2 bundles to show you in this hour. The one that Lucy made to begin with before she came to the show is this one. You get 1/2 metre, 1/2 metre, 1/2 metre. Oh, yes, sorry. I'm missing a fabric. I'll come back. Yeah, because I took it away with me, didn't I? I was looking, thinking, there's one not enough there. 1/2 metre, 1/2 metre, 1/2 metre, 1/2 metre, 1/2 metre. And 3.5 metres of the optical white, £62.40. Oh, antique white. Sorry, antique white. Yeah, sorry, antique white. 62.49. And then there's this one where you get 1/2 metre, 1/2 metre, 1/2 metre, 1/2 metre, 1/2 metre, 3.5 metres of the vanilla, £57.49. And of course, the book, you need to check out for the book if you've got it. Thank you, Joe. Versatile 9-patch. It's selling like hotcakes. It's a brilliant book. It's a gorgeous book. £21.99. Now, remember, we do have a competition today, and today only. You could win this. You won't get the box, but you could win £250 worth of fabric. All you need to do is buy something. If you buy one thing, your name goes in the hat once. If you buy two things, your name goes in twice. Up until 11:59 tonight, whether it's on the telly or on the web. And then on Monday, I'll announce the winner and we'll courier it to you so you'll get it before Christmas. Anyway, don't go anywhere because I've got Mandy Shaw. She's not here, just me on my own, doing Mandy Shaw Project solo.
Follow us on Pinterest. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to discover sewing work we create and love.
The Sewing Quarter website is simple and easy to use. You can view a live broadcast of the show on our homepage. Get instant access to our online shop, which has a wide range of wonderful products for you to choose from. You can also enjoy a selection of projects and guides which we have on offer to help you enhance your skills and gain valuable tips. Watch the live shows and you can buy the product which is currently being shown on air. You can even message the studio to ask our presenters or team any questions you might have. Below, you'll find all the products from today's show for you to look at and purchase. On the right of the screen, next to today's products, you will find our simple program guide listing all upcoming shows. So, join us today at sewingquarter.com. Simply Sewing is a magazine for dressmakers and home sewists who are passionate about fabrics and love to sew with stylish patterns. Each issue is packed with technical know-how, templates and easy to follow instructions to sew yourself quick wardrobe updates, accessories, plushy toys, gifts, bags and more. Plus, each issue comes with a free dress pattern from our expanding trend-led collection. We're proudly flying the flag for contemporary sewing with stylish patterns and beautiful photography to inspire sewists across the globe at every level.
As soon as you place an order with us, we get to work on making your shopping experience that extra bit special. Our warehouse team pick your items and cut your fabric with the greatest care and precision. Cut fabric is neatly folded and packed in a tissue paper-lined presentation box. And when we're satisfied that it's just perfect, it gets the Sewing Quarter seal of approval. So whether you're giving a gift or treating yourself, you can shop with confidence, knowing your Sewing Quarter purchases will arrive in style.
This Thursday, the 21st of December, we're welcoming Deborah Sims back to the Sewing Quarter. Deborah was a contestant on the Great British Sewing Bee in 2015, and now she's sharing her embroidery expertise with you. Her new show features 3 projects: a kit from Alison Glass, a design from the cross-stitch garden book by Kazuko Aoki, and a cross-stitch project from the Liberty cross-stitch book by Hélène Lebert. So take a little time for yourself this Christmas and plan a fresh embroidery project for the new year. Join Deborah Sims on Thursday at 9 a.m, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.
She's lovely, is that Deborah? If you didn't catch her on her first show where we did some dressmaking, do catch her on Thursday, isn't it? Thursday, 21st. Right, if you're wondering why I'm standing here with this box of gorgeous fabrics, you could win it. You could win. One person will win this, right? It's £250 worth of fabric. It's this, these and these and these and fat quarters. There's all sorts in here. All you have to do is buy something. If you buy one thing, your name goes into the hat once. If you buy two things, it goes in twice. It's whether you buy them from the telly show today or on the website, but it is only until 11:59 tonight. The winner will be drawn by the computer on Monday, so I'll announce it on Monday's show. And you will definitely get the fabric before Christmas because we'll courier it to you. We will, oh, I'll just put that in the bottom. There you go. We'll courier it to you, so you definitely get it in time for Christmas. You won't get this box. You don't, I know, look, gorgeous fat quarters in here and everything. You should just keep going. Do you know what? I thought what they'd done is I thought they'd put like a layer here and then it goes, look, it goes right the way down to the bottom. It's fantastic. Look. No, that's not, there you go. Look. There's so much stuff in here. Anyway, let me get on. Stay away from the box, John Scott. Right. Yeah, sorry, you have to rejig it now, JJ, and make it look lovely. Joy. Yes, this is Joy with a dagger in her back. Now this hour is mainly patterns. I've got a couple of kits and everything, but mainly patterns of Mandy Shaw projects. Now, I can't, even if you go premium postage, I can't promise they'll be here by Christmas. But you know what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter really, does it? Because these are all year round projects, aren't they? So I've got the pattern for Joy. This is the pattern. So this is the finished item, and this is the pattern for Joy. So you don't have to make it in Mandy's fabrics. You can make it in any fabrics that you want to, really. It's lovely, isn't it? £6.99. Now I'll just open the pattern for you so you can see what you actually get inside the pattern. Because Mandy's patterns are very, very thorough. Actually, I'm going to need you around a lot this hour because I'm going to be unpacking all sorts of stuff. So, in the instructions, you get all the written instructions here, and they're thorough. Very, very thorough. But then look, all the pattern pieces are there. Everything you need, from the wings to the legs to the body to the dress. She must have a little jacket. We didn't get the jacket, look. Must have a little jacket as well. Jay, if you could run the jacket up before the end of the show, that'd be brilliant. Everything you need, everything that now is just the pattern, but it's £6.99. £6.90. What I love is look at the way the sleeves have been put on. The arms have been put on, I mean. Look, just attention to detail. And then she's got a little jacket on. You've got a little jacket, little bolero in the pattern as well. Look at her boots. Look at her boots. The details are incredible. Everything you need to know. Now, it's just the pattern, so you can make it in the fabrics that you love. So you'd have different, because you know Mandy, she decorates a house in any excuse. So she could do an Easter. Because we're thinking now, aren't we? We're not thinking Christmas now, are we? Because Christmas, sewing-wise, we've almost finished Christmas, haven't we? Do you know what I mean? So I'll let Jay put that in the bag for me. So let me have that crate, Jay, there, and I can just do a little Joy so she can watch what's going on. So there's Joy. Now I will recap because you're thinking, oh, I want to see all these different patterns, John, see what else is available. So the next thing I showed you at the beginning shows that now you know that the Mandy Shaw hearts are collectible items. This one is a Christmassy one, but you could use it all year round. It's got holly leaves on it, look. It's got the holly leaves on it. Now it's Mandy's red work, this is. This is the pattern for Mandy's red work here. Again, it's just the pattern. It's just the pattern and the instructions. But it's gorgeous. But I think what you'll find in this one, I'll open it up for you. Because there's usually, let's hope it's in here now. I've said that. Oh, there we go. So again, instructions. Let me just open it all out for you. So there you get all the instructions about this. Now, this is what I love, because Mandy's drawn all the different stitches that you'll need to do for this piece, right? But then this is the important. This is the transfer, right? This is the transfer. You can use this up to 6 different times. What you need to do is you obviously need to have a very, very hot iron, and you need to check with modern irons, because modern irons don't get as hot as old irons, right? Don't do it on a squidgy ironing board. The best way to do it is if you do it on, if you get a wooden cutting board and put a tea towel on it, so it's solid like this, and then you place this down. Don't iron like that, because you'll move it. Just put the iron down on it like this. If you pin the corners of the transfer onto the fabric, it's not going to move. And then you could just lift one to see, so you can go like that, you can see if it's actually transferring onto your fabric. It's really nice to do it on a linen or something like that. But you can use that 6 times. So if you don't want to make a hanging heart, if you want to do an embroidery, an anniversary, you know, kind of, what you could do is you could use the heart, couldn't you? You could use the heart shape and the hair, and not necessarily use the hollies if you don't want to. If you get a very fine, it's like an Osnaburn. Oh, hang on, my brain's gone. Osnaburn. Is it called Osnaburn? My brain's gone. Like an open calico. I've got some calico. Oh, did you know? I've got calico coming up, and every time I bring calico, it flies out. I think calico might be the calico I've got might be a bit heavy for it, but I'll double check when we come to it. But fabric like a crafting calico is perfect for this. Or a linen, something like that. It's lovely, isn't it? Really, really lovely. It's really funny as well, because before I moved to the countryside, I used to think, oh, hares, they're just a big rabbit, aren't they, really? No. We've got, in the little lane, if you go down Millcott Lane, going to my village, right, there's a hare that sits, it's a tiny, tiny little one-track lane. There's a hare that stands at the side of the road. And, well, I'm saying he's this big. He's not that big, but he'd give little Paul a run for his money, that's for sure. And he just stands there looking at you with his ears like this. He's really, and he looks quite frightening and aggressive. Well, I've only got 2 hearts, haven't I? So I could have the tree. Hang on, let me go. Look. See how it goes. Or I might need, oh, there you go. So shall I do the other heart while I'm here? Now, this one isn't Christmas at all. This one is not Christmas at all. Look, home, sweet home. Oh, yeah, we could have got this for Jay and Danny when they moved in together, couldn't we? Yeah, they're over now. I got them saucepans and a little frying pan, didn't I? And Hannah got them glasses. Not seeing glasses, not going, Danny, put these glasses on, see what you've moved in with. Not those kind of glasses. Double check, you know, that she's actually moving in with Jay, you know, anything. Oh, hang on, he's off. He's muttering away. Right, so this is the home sweet home. Now, let me look for the pattern for this one. Here it is. There's the pattern for this one. Now, again, I'll open it up and show you. But this one, ideal as a gift any time of year, isn't it? Home sweet home. That would be a lovely moving in gift. Again, it's just the pattern. It's just the pattern. Do you know what? My friend Dulcie, she does the Morton in Marsh show in September, and she makes things like this. She comes to my garden, cuts all the lavender off my lavender bushes, and I know she's doing it, it's fine. It just means I haven't got to trim them in winter. And then she makes lavender bags out of things like this. And they get gorgeous. And again, all the instructions, it's on the back, it even says what you need. So you need to buy a metre of ribbon, white linen or cotton, fabric for the backing, fine iron-on interfacing, a small bag of stuffing, and some red embroidery thread. That's what you need to get it. It's all there. Excuse me, I shouldn't lean forward because it makes me cough. And then, again, no, if you don't want to machine it, you can hand sew. Now, I'll point something out in a second. So they're all the embroidery stitches, right? And then again, you've got the transfer, which you can use up to 6 times, remember. So if you want to make don't want to make hearts, you want to make some sort of wall hanging, you can use that up to 6 times. And of course it's back to front because obviously when you press it down, it then comes out the right way. But a little tip is before you stuff it, you do a line of top stitching around here, and it creates, you don't have to do it, but it creates that lovely kind of edge to the heart. Do you see what I mean? Like, so it really, really shows off the scallop. That's all red work. All of this is red work again, all stitching and everything. Just shows off that corner. These are really easy to do. You just do 2 X's on top of each other. Lovely, isn't it? Gorgeous. And ideal any time of the year as a gift. A home sweet home. It's either for somebody who's just moved into their new house, or I think you moved house, or just, you know, like you have the house that you grew up in, and a lovely little gift for you. You know, so whether you make it for them or you give them the pattern as a gift. Good morning, John. Love to see you. I plan a sewing day today. Do you buy the hair or do you make the hair with the doll? Oh. Shall I have a look? Wait a minute, let me get the doll back out. Oh, is it hanging? Yeah, I'll get that. Let me get the, I'll read this for you, Claire, now. This is for the Joy doll. I've jumped back to the Joy doll now. We had a question. We're in track. Oh, these glasses. Right, hang on a sec. Joy's jacket. And where's the jacket? Did you make me a jacket then for Joy? The torso, head, legs, arms, hair. Right, Claire. If you love the curly string, you can buy it in craft shops, but it's easy to make. So have a look at the hair. That's easy to make, right? Just wrap ordinary garden string tightly around a knitting needle. You'll need about 3. Soak them in hot water and a dash of starch. If you have some, if not, dry the hair on needles, then spray them with hairspray or gel. All methods give slightly different results. A bit like different perms, she's put here. When dry, pull the strings off the needles, cut 4 or 5 lengths of curly string to 4 to 5 inches long, tie the middle to another piece of string. There you go. Oh, that's it. So it's made with string. It's made with garden string. The only string I've got is green. Oh, it's like who? Oh, they're saying that Joy looks like somebody they know. Anyway, Claire, hope that answers your question. So I've done the hair. I've done that's my 3 that I've done there. Joy, yes, that's it. So they're my 3. Keep the ones that you've done on that side for Joy. Right, next. I love to sew. It's a bit like I love to boogie. I love to boogie. I love to sew. Isn't that cute? So again, it's just the pattern. Wait a minute. I've got it here somewhere. Here it is. I love to sew. Now again, it's just the pattern. So you can make it. You see, that Mandy's famous for her red work, isn't she? But if your workroom's not red and you want to put different colours in it, this is the ideal way to make a Mandy Shaw design, because she designs them all herself. An ideal way to make a Mandy Shaw project, but in your own colourways. So what have we got here? So we've got instructions. I love to sew. All the written instructions. Now, she's drawn about hearts there. Let me have a look at the front picture. Oh, come on, John, one job. Yes, she's got big hearts here, but I don't quite know. That's not meant to be in there, I don't think. Well, actually, well, no, because you might not get it. So I'll leave it out. Yeah. That'll be Mandy's been off on a cruise, you see, so she must probably not. I think that's another project, that one in there. You get the transfer. So now the thing that's brilliant about this is you can use the transfer once. Oh, yeah, there you go. You can use the transfer once. It looks a little bit bigger, doesn't it? No. You can use the transfer once to make this, but then if you want to make other little things, you can cut these out, because you can use each of these transfers up to 6 times. So if you wanted to make a little needle, a little case for your needles, you could use maybe the needle and the thread and the pins for the front of that. Oh, there you go. They've used it on the front of a cushion. But they haven't moved anything around. What I'm saying is what you could do is cut them out and use them for different things. Do you know what I mean? So it's a Mandy Shaw original pattern. I love to sew, little matte pattern, but you can use it for front of cushions. You can use it as the center of a really gorgeous quilt, couldn't you? You could make it for the center of a big, big quilt that you then base around stitching. I think that's really cute. And again, like I say, you can use the transfer up to 6 times. Just read what Mandy's put in the back here. A sweet little piece of red work for sewing lovers out there. Make it into a hanging, a cushion, or a bag panel. Great to give as a present to a quilting friend or just for hanging in your sewing room. Oh, hang on. To accompany the red work, there is a heart pin cushion. There you go. It's just while we read it. To hang off your machine, and another little heart to use as your scissor keeper. So this does come with it. Just the picture wasn't on the front, was it? Look. So these are the templates to make a little heart pin cushion and a little hanging heart. Make it out of felt. And then you've got your little, that's a pin keeper by your machine, or just a little heart, little gorgeous little heart there. So that all comes with it. That does come with it. That's not a transfer. That's an instruction there. That's not a template there. So that goes on that side with that. And then this goes. Can you show the calico, please? Oh, it's from, shall we? Right. Well, can't bring it straight away, but they must be going out shopping or something. Get me the calico from 11 o'clock, Jay, if you wouldn't mind. And then when Hannah's sorted it, we'll bring it to set. Trying to be creative now. No, come on, you. No, I'll just put that in front there for now. I'll just put that in front there now. Right, what's next? What's next? Oh, look at this. This is a quilter's organizer. Excuse me. This is a quilter's organizer, this one. Now, again, it's only the pattern. It's only the pattern. I love to sew buttons. But look at this. Right, now, you don't get the thread with it, because obviously it's just a pattern. But that's the idea, is you can put a cotton thread. So look, lovely little pockets here to pop things in, needles and pins. And then you've got a pocket here. So you can put your pens or your scissors in there. Not quite, that must be a needle, that way you put your needles. Then a whole big pocket on the side there. I'll just show you the pattern. Oh, look! Didn't even see that. It's got a little scissor holder at the side there. But look at the instructions. Look at them, not the instructions, look at the decoration. Button, isn't it? Right, so that's like how buttons used to come in the old-fashioned days, isn't it, that? No, it wasn't black and white then. Right, so. Now, these instructions come with photographs. Look. $6.99 for the instructions, but look. Full instructions, full photographs. But then look, all the templates you need are here as well. All the pattern pieces. Look, thorough, even to the decoration on everything. Now these are obviously templates. These aren't transfers. These are templates in this one. But how fantastic. All Mandy's own work. So she's created the project. She's then drawn it up. She's made it and then done the instructions. So you can have a thorough, that is lovely, isn't it? She's made hers out of felt with a fabric lining. I think that works. Yeah, maybe you could use some of the haberdashery fabric, because this is not a red work, obviously, piece, because her embroidery is in pink on this one. So that's lovely, isn't it? Let me just pop that one there. Well, the thing is, it says it's a quilter's companion organizer, but it could be any sewing project, any crafter's project that'd be good for, wouldn't it? Oh, now Hannah wants to see the buttons on the back again there. Want to have a look at them? There you go. Nice, aren't they? Mandy Shaw detailing. Aren't they lovely? And it's nice to see something different as well, isn't it? Because some people, I mean, she's very, very popular, but sometimes you don't want to do red work, do you? You want to do something a bit different. Do it in your own fabric, you choose what colour. Right, now the next thing is definitely, this is something you're going to have to make for next Christmas, right? Or you could give, well, or as a gift for next year to give somebody for Christmas next year. This is the Noel cushion. Now, I can offer you this 2 different ways. Right, we've got the whole kit. Well, I say the whole kit, you've got to get your own pad, your own cushion pad, right? Now, what you get in this, have a look at everything you get in there. I will get it out for you to have a look, but look. Instructions, ribbons, fabric, everything you need to make this. But what we love about this cushion is you can make it as you want to make it. So if you look here, Mandy's done the heart with the reindeer in it, the heart with the buttons on it, and then the Noel here. But they're actually made of 3 different sections. So if you wanted the Noel down the middle, or if you wanted the Noel at this end, and or you can put them in any order that you want to put them in. You can put them in any order that you want to put them in. The fabrics she puts in are just gorgeous. This linen is just out of this world. You get the linen, you get the Bonder web, you get the felt, you get all the little spotty fabric and the gingham fabric. The quality, the floss, I mean, she sources some of the best ribbons, the ric-rac and the ribbons come from France. You see? But you know what I mean? It's very glamorous, isn't it? And ribbons, rouleau, in France, you know, they really make beautiful. You even get the 2 little buttons there as well. The only thing you have to supply for this one is the cushion pad. The cushion pad, let me put that in there. Oh, Fiona, oh dear. When the lady asked about hair, I was still on about, when the lady asked about the hair, for the doll, I was still on about the hair on the embroidery and completely confused with the garden string. Oh, Fiona, it's Saturday, it's early, it's Saturday morning. Right, instructions and templates and transfers, everything in this for $32.99. So all you need is a cushion pad to complete this. But look, there's all the... now that's not... Now hang on, is that... Yes, that must be a... oh yeah, here's the transfers. That one can't be a transfers, hang on. Oh no, do you know what she's done in here? That's a template because she also does a bigger cushion with just Noel written on it, which used to be up on the set there, but it's gone, right? If you want to make just a square cushion with Noel, because there was a lady, wasn't there, who had 2 sons. One was called Noel and one was called Leon. And she made 2 cushions for them out using the letters. Here's you get the transfers. The transfer for the red work is in there as well. But all the instructions, absolutely thorough, even to a little... Is that a drawing of an iron there? Yes, that's a drawing of an iron base pressing out the crease, the pleats, the seams. I think that's brilliant. So you get all of that, everything you need. There you go, 32. It's got, no, there's enough fabric to an envelope back. You don't need to put a zip in it. It's got, oh, does it? Says zip a foot. Oh, in the drawing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, she's put, if you want to sew in a zip. There's no zip included. There's enough fabric. You got enough fabric to do an envelope back. Yeah, brilliant. I don't want a zip on my cushion, thank you. If you make that for me, I don't want a zip on mine, thank you. So that's brilliant, isn't it? So I'll push all that over for Jay over there. Now, put the cushion on the top. go. Oh, getting a nice little display going on there now, aren't we? I've still got loads. I've still got loads to show you, though. I'm going to have to start a display somewhere else in a minute, aren't I? Now, if you want to make that cushion, but in completely different fabrics, you can buy the pattern just on its own. It's still got the transfer in it, but say you wanted to make it in blue and yellow, or gold and green, or red and green, or something like that. There's 2 buttons on there, just be careful, Jay. $6.99 just for the pattern. I'm not going to open that one up for you, but that's just for the pattern for the Noel cushion. $6.99. Right. Who was it asked for it earlier? Customer. We've got calico back in stock every time. This isn't meant to be till the 11 o'clock hour, this one, right? Every time we bring you calico, it sells out. Look at the width, first of all. I love the smell of calico, right? I'll talk more about it in the 11 o'clock hour, if it hasn't. Now, if you want, they still haven't fixed it, so if you want more than 1.5 meters, you need to ring the call centre. £1.99 for half a metre. £1.99 for half a metre. 60 inches wide, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic for embroidery work. It's fantastic for toiles. No, I wouldn't necessarily use it for, I don't think it's the weave's open enough. You need more of a linen for that. This is more of your pattern making, your crafting, your cushion backs and things like that, quilt backs and things like that. 60 inches wide, £1.99 for half a metre. It's lovely, isn't it? It's weird, isn't it? I suppose it's because when I was training, we made everything out of calico. There's that film, isn't it, The Draftsman's Contract, where all the dresses were made of calico. You wouldn't know it to watch it, but they're just fantastic. So £1.99. Right, I'm going to just put that there. I don't know if you could paint on it. You'd have to wash it first thing if you're going to paint on it. Oh, hang on, I've got the whole art thing now. Carol, please can you give me the measurement of the quilting organiser? Thank you, Carol. Of course I can, Carol, my love. Right. So the actual finished size looks like an A5, doesn't it? But 6.5 inches across by 8 inches that way, right, up. And then if you open it out completely, the finished is almost 18 inches across. And obviously it'll be the same measurement there, 8 inches that way. I hope that's okay for you, Carol, my love. I'm just going to see if I can do anything with this. There we go. Right. Next. Oh, it's 1:30 already. Oh. Calico's going crazy. It always is, always is. Now, I'm hoping there'll be some left for the 11 o'clock show, but it always flies out. Yeah, but last time we had it, Hannah, 300 metres went in 10 minutes. Oh, I've got more this time. That's good. That's good. Right. What shall I do next, Jay? Oh, hang on. Hannah wants to choose. No, go on, Hannah. No, Hannah said, I won't pick, John. I'll let you run. I'll let you do it all. What's that one? Quilter's Garden. Have I got that as a finished item? Yes, here we go. Quilter's Garden. Now, again, we're back to pattern only. I don't know why I'm shouting. Getting overexcited. Now, Jay, I think you're going to have to find me something else to start. Now, I don't want to create. I want something more creative than that. I haven't seen him for ages, you see. Well done. Oh, no, I don't like that. Now, when do you start putting your vegetables in? Your onions should be in, shouldn't they, by now? If you listen to Vanessa in the morning, she does gardener's guilt, doesn't she, in the morning? Oh, hang on. I've got an issue with my earpiece. Hang on, I'll just put... Do what, Hannah? No, my earpiece, it's gone all blurry, that's all. Anyway, £6.99, Mandy Shaw Crafter's Garden Red Work Hanging Pattern. I need something to hang it from, Joe, really. It's going to look cute, isn't it? Now, the pattern is here. So you've got beehives. You've got your shed. You've got your runner bean poles. Can you see all that? There you go. So you've got your shed. You got your beehive. Lisa that used to work here, she's got bees now. It's called Stratford Honey, Stratford-on-Avon Honey. They, for your runner beans, are they bees? Don't know what they are. They're lettuces. They're lettuces. What are the ones at the top there then? That's lettuce or cabbage, isn't it? Not sure. Oh, pumpkins, rabbits, chickens, chicken house, gate, shed. No, fence. Flowers, scarecrow, fork, wheelbarrow with Norman in it. I've got so many pictures that whenever I've had work done on my house of the skip and Norman sitting in the skip. It was, I don't know why. When I was in Twickenham, even when the neighbours were having work done, I'd come home from work and he'd be just sitting in the skip. Anyway, all the instructions. How to do the binding. It's got a very interesting bit on binding here as well. And then this is the pattern. Now, this is an iron-on transfer for half of it. But you can decide, and that's the other half of the iron-on transfer. But you see, now, she's done it so that it's all like that. So that will match up with there like that. But you could move it around if you wanted to, because you can use this up to 6 times. You could use that. So if you wanted to put runner beans in your border or something, obviously not real runner beans, stitch glossary, everything you need. I think that's lovely. $6.99. Just the pattern. Just the pattern. So if you want to do red work, you can do Osnabar. That's the name of that fabric, Osnabar. You can do that, or you could do it in different colours if you wanted to. Mandy doesn't mind. She loves it when somebody takes one of her patterns and runs with it, as they say. It's about being creative, isn't it? Okay. Christina sent a message. Hello, John. Even when I'm away, I have to order Mandy Shaw things. Where are you, Christina? Where are you, my love? Where's the other bit of display then, Jay? What are you saying? Hang on. Oh, no, I can do... Hang on. Oh, Mandy. Hello, Mandy, my love. Oh, Mandy, Hannah's sent me the email. I'll read it later. What's it about? Oh, okay. I'll have a look at it later. Thank you. Has she sent a picture? Oh, well, that'd be nice. I want to know where Christina is. And Mandy, thank you for that. What was Mandy's name? Weren't you famous? Wasn't that lady of that name? I won't say your surname. Didn't she marry a Rolling Stone or something? I'm confused now. Next. I'll let Hannah just pick now. Well, I've got that one twice for some reason, Jay. I've got more than that. I've got that one twice as well. Right. What does that look like? Oh, yes. Oh, now this is unusual, this one. Now, this one arrived with a safety pin and a little note on it saying, please excuse the dog hairs. So I don't know if it came from Mandy's house or if it came, she's got a lady, I don't know what actually this lady does. She's her manager or something like that called Ali. She's gorgeous. I've got no idea what she does for a living, Ali. She just sits drinking champagne on the beach looking at men most of the time. Anyway, this is the Mandy Shaw Home Sweet Home paper cut cushion. Now, it's just the pattern again. That's lovely, isn't it? That is so lovely. Now, let me just have a look. Is it all hand-stitched on or is it machine-stitched on? No, it's all hand-stitched on. Oh, and it is covered in dog hairs. Now I've put my glasses on, I can see that. Right, let me get the pattern out so you can have a good look in here. I'll just put that there. So now, with the fact that you're doing it in your own, you've just got the pattern, you don't have to have it in red and white. You see, red and white wouldn't go in my house. Just wouldn't. I love Mandy Shaw, but it wouldn't go in my house. Oh, right. So, again, there's your iron-on transfer. Oh, it looks weird on a transfer. It doesn't look like it does in the... I know, it's weird, isn't it? Anyway, so that's your transfer. And I presume what you do is you iron it on and then cut it out around the lines. Let's read the instructions. Let's read the instructions are very, very simple on this one. What you need is 12.5 by 12.5 inches in size. That's the size of the cushion. I'm a keen fan on the paper cutting artist Rob Bryan. Oh, now we do Rob Bryan cloth kits, don't we? I thought of his style of design will work nicely in felt. What do you think? So you get the heart design, which is 11 by 11 inches, the fusible webbing, and then you need to buy cream felt, and you need to buy, obviously, the red felt, polyester stuffing, and some red embroidery thread. Right, this is the fun cushion. I'm going to just read this. Trace the design. Oh, no. That is not a transfer. That is not a transfer. Let me just repeat. That is not a transfer. What you do is you trace this onto your fusible webbing, right? So you trace that onto fusible webbing. So you can use you could use Bonder web for that. You use Bonder web for that. You iron the heart in the middle of your cushion fabric. If you think the fabric, cut the design out neatly with small scissors. This will be a challenge. The neater the cut, the easier the blanket will be to stitch later. So what you do is oh, there it is. What you do is you trace this onto your Bonder web, right? You trace that onto your Bonder web. You iron that onto your red felt. You then cut your red felt away and you stick it to your white felt. This is on Mandy's, obviously. So doing it in felt will be easier because of the raw edges, because you don't want them fraying fabric doing it. And then you just either hand stitch or machine stitch all the way around the outside. And then obviously she's done hand blanket stitches around the edge to keep it all together. Oh, lovely, isn't it? $6.99. So that's that one, that's that one, that's that one. Still got a couple more to show you. Oh, look at the time. Oh, okay, let me just tell you. Last time I did the calico, 300 metres went like that. I'll be honest with you, I've got 500 metres today. And how much of it's gone? Over 200's gone already. Over 200's gone already. So just to warn you, that was just from a quick glimpse. Right, two more things to show you, one of which Hayley's lost the final sample, but I'll do the trio of purses first. Oh, no, I've got books somewhere, haven't I? Oh, so much to show you. I'm going to run out of time. Running out of time. Right. Trio of purses. She's done a box bottom, so it should stand, but it's very bouncy, that one. Anyway, trio of purses. Again, just the pattern. Oh, thank you, Jay. Just the pattern for this one. A trio of purses. I'm going to move those out of shot. And I'll just, oh, that one's alive. With the sound of music. La, 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 la. That'd be on the telly soon, wouldn't it? Sound of Music. It's always on at Christmas. Oh, Jay's bursting to tears. Oh, it was Tom. Did you make that funny noise? Somebody made a funny noise then. Oh, they're both blaming each other now. Jay's going, it wasn't me, and Tom's going, it's not me. You love a musical, don't you, Jay? Yeah. I'll have to have words with Danny, I think. I went to see Follies at the National Theatre, Jay. Oh, I can't tell you how brilliant it was. Right. Trio of purses. Patterns with the box bottoms. Instructions. Obviously, you can make it in your own fabric with your own trim this way. So you don't have to make it in Mandy's red. But she lists everything you need to buy and shows you how to put your zip in with photographs, everything. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. No, it's all right. I'm right. It's because I lean forward. It's acid reflux. It's not cold. It's my GERD, it's called, Jay. GERD. G-E-R-D. $6.99 for this pattern with the templates and everything to make the 3 purses. Right, last project. Give that to Jay. Now, this is the project that Hayley's lost. She hasn't lost, if anybody from Mandy Shaw's office is watching, she hasn't lost it, she's filed it away. It's called, should we have a look at the still of it finished there? It's the French stocking. It's the French stocking for Christmas. Now, what I love about this is you have creative input into this because you do it. Now, what's that thing? Is it English paper piecing? No. Foundation piecing, right? So what you get here is this is the pattern for the stocking. So you have to join that bit to that bit. That's your pattern for your basic stocking. You've then got a pattern for the reindeer and pattern for the hearts. But then what you do is you see all the different fabrics you get here. So you've got your base fabric. And then what you do is you create, hang on, there's your base fabric. So that's your base fabric. And then what you do is you stitch on, wherever you want it to go, one piece of fabric and fold it back. Then you stitch on another, put all the instructions there, then you stitch on another piece of fabric, fold it back. So you create like a patchwork of all the different fabrics. Show the finished thing as well, because I'm not explaining this properly. See what I mean? So all the different fabrics, all going in different directions. You can choose where they go. You can choose where they go, because what you do is you sew it on, fold it back on itself, and cut it away. And then what you can do is you then can cover all your raw edges or any of your seams. You get a lovely, really lovely batting to go inside, really lovely wadding to go inside. Beautiful and soft. It feels like 100% cotton, right? But then you get all your ribbons and your felt. So you make your felt, your reindeer and your hearts out of your felt. But then look at all these ribbons you get and buttons. So you can cover all of, any raw edges, any seams, anything like that. You can create the most beautiful. Now, obviously, this will have to be for next Christmas. But look, so many different ribbons, everything. It's going to look stunning. You've got your rick-rack there, you've got your buttons there, you've got just everything you need, apart from, no, you've got everything you need on that one, haven't you? Everything you need. You even get your embroidery thread. It's gorgeous, isn't it? £29 and 99 pence. Look at all that. Look at everything you get there for you need for instructions, all the fabric you need, all the braid you need. Okay, so that's that one. Now, oh no, hang on, before, if you just want the pattern ready for next Christmas, you can get the pattern as well. This is just the pattern. This is not all of that. This is just the pattern. Oh. Wonder why I've got that then. Okay, no, you can't just buy the pattern. I do apologise. Sorry, I thought we had. Oh no, doesn't matter. You can only buy that then. Sorry, you can only buy it as a kit. That's weird because they sent us all these extra ones here. So I don't know why they did that. But anyway, never mind. Got a couple of books to show you. Oh, I don't know where that one's come from, Jay. I'm sorry. Don't shrug at me like that, Jay. Right, I'm going to show you. Yes, Stitch into Spring. Because I know what you crafty ladies out there, like, you've done all your Christmas. Amen. But you've done all your Christmas. You're thinking, oh, what should I make for spring? Look at this. Stitch into Spring by Mandy Shaw. This is a book for £8 and 99 pence. Isn't it lovely? Right, now I think I've got a couple of things made from this book, haven't I? Hang on. Oh, yes, look, that's on the one from the cover. The one from the cover's there. Now, there used to be, where I lived in Twickenham, there was a Scandinavian, or they weren't Scandinavian, they were Dutch. A Dutch family lived around the corner, and they had a wreath on their door all year round, but it would change. They'd have an Easter one, a summer one, a spring one. But also, look, Easter. Now, Mandy, as I was saying earlier, Mandy decorates her house with any reason. She'll decorate her house. So at Easter, you can go to a house, and all that house will be... Oh, hang on, here's Hannah again now. So she's imagining all of her friends coming around for a meal at Easter. And nice to have a decorated house. Right, we'll keep her to that then, won't we, Jay? Yeah, Jay's coming. Oh, she'll have new saucepans because Father Christmas is bringing her saucepans. That's nice. Yep. I was going to say she won't open the saucepans. Yep. Right, here we go. Really, really lovely book, full of gorgeous pictures, full of all of Mandy's usual instructions. Oh, look at that chicken. We've made that. That was one of the first things we ever made with Mandy when she was on the show. Spring chicken. Then we've also got the Stitch into Spring cushion. That's cute. That looked lovely in a child's bedroom, wouldn't it, that one? Bunting on there. But look, that's a garland template. Spring chicken template. Isn't it lovely? All the different templates you might need there. There's Mandy before she lost all the weight. £8.99. £8.99. Simply stunning sewing projects for springtime. There's me leaning forward again, sorry. Aren't they cute though? Aren't they absolutely cute? We like this. So I've got 2 other books to show you, which now will be for Christmas next year. It's frightening, isn't it, talk about Christmas next year? But you know Amanda Wyatt, when we were doing Christmas in July here, she was ordering Christmas product for her sewing shop for Christmas 2018. So far ahead. People work so far ahead. Right, the 2 books I've got, 2 very, very, very popular books. I'm not going to lean forward. Mandy Shaw's Red and White Christmas, £12.99. We love the 3 mice in the box. I'll show you through the book. There's so much in here, really, really lovely. And I know, you might not get this in time for Christmas this year, but what a lovely thing to have ready for next year, because I know what you like. Oh, it's a bit like that, the big Noel cushion I was talking about earlier. Sugar Plum Fairy, otherwise known as Hannah. Snowy Village Candle Mat. Candle hearts. There's the mice. 3 nice mice. Gone shopping. Look at this. They're gorgeous. The projects are just out of this world, aren't they? And then look, these are all the templates, all the stitching details. Now, this is what I want to say, right? A Mandy Shaw pattern is £6.99, as we've seen there. 10 projects in here, $69.99? No, $12.99. So you couldn't even get, oh no, you just get 2, no, $6.99, $6.99, that's 14 pounds. Hang on, $12.99, so 26 pounds. No, let me start again. $6.99, $6.99, it's £14, right? You couldn't even get 2 of her patterns for that. And you got 10. You've got 10 patterns in there. And all the instructions and the stitching details. Now, obviously, it's a Red and White Christmas, a book, this one. Okay? And then last but not least, Christmas. Now, we saw the picture, Lorraine's picture earlier, of the garlands and wreaths that she'd made for her Christmas fair, hadn't we? A lot of them inspired by Mandy Shaw wreaths. These are lovely, aren't they? Gnome for Christmas, Bobbin Robin, wreath. Oh, no, we were talking about bobbins yesterday, weren't we? Were you in that conversation, Hannah? String of buttons to put on your tree? Yes, you were. Let It Snow garland, a cone of Christmas treats. Now, that's Mandy's signature Christmas mayhem wreath. Looks fantastic made up. But she's listed everything that you need to buy, all the construction details, how you make everything, how you put everything together, how you create look, all the templates are in there that you need. £9.99, this one. £9.99. 11. There's 11 garlands in there, or wreaths in there. I missed out the one made with the old pyjamas. Where's that one? Hang on. Oh, there it is. There it is. This one here, you just rip up an old shirt, old pair of sheets, an old pair of pyjamas. to create this. I mean, there must be a picture of the finished thing there. Hang on, let me just have a look. Oh, maybe not. Oh, yes, the back of that one there. I did miss it. Ring a snowman. But the background there is like her husband's old shirt or her husband's old pyjamas. Just rip them up and tie them around an old wire hanger that you've bent into shape. So the whole book, £9.99. So is there anything else you'd like me to recap on? Otherwise, I'll go home. Oh, my calico. Jay. Is it, or has he put it inside there, or has he got it there? There it is. Thank you, Tom. Calico. Right. Hopefully I'm going to have enough of this left for my 11 o'clock show. Last time I had it on, we had 300 metres sold out in minutes, right? Today I've got 500 metres thinking that's absolutely fine. Over 300 metres have gone already. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. Now, obviously, if you want more than 1.5 metres, which a lot of you will do, ring the call centre, only because they still haven't fixed that thing where you can't order it on the web. Somebody did say to me that what they had ordered fabric 1.5 metres checked out, 1.5 metres checked out, 1.5 metres checked out, and it all came joined together, but I can't guarantee that. So if you definitely want a 10-metre piece or a 6-metre piece or a 4-metre piece, then just ring the call centre, but do it soon. We only showed it because I mentioned it, a customer requested it, we showed it, and over 300 metres has been checked out already. I'll keep this side because otherwise Jay's going to nick it. The doll, Joy. Oh, right, there's less than 20 Joys left. There she is with her curly hair made out of string. You get string, you tie it around a knitting needle, you wet, then you let it go dry, spray it with hairspray, pull the knitting needle out, and it creates those lovely ringlets. So now it's only the pattern, obviously, only the pattern. £6.99. Full of instructions, though, all the instructions. So you can make it in the dress. It also, now, you see, she hasn't got a jacket on in that picture either. Maybe Mandy never made her jacket. There's a pattern for a jacket as well. Mind you, how did she get the jacket over her wings? I don't know. Jackie, my love, ring the call centre. They'll sort it out for you. 0800 It's free, and they're brilliant. Message from Lena. Lena says, just back from a week. Oh, Lena, just back from a week in hospital. Tuned in. Very happy to see John and Mandy Shaw. Oh, she couldn't get Freeview 78 in the hospital. That's not good, is it? We'll have to have a word. Mind you, when I went to see Auntie Elmo, she couldn't get... I retuned her telly then. Poppy Lynn. Oh, I love that name. John, could you show the templates in the back of the Mandy Shaw Christmas book, please? Of course I can. I'm going to have to lean forward, so I might start coughing. There's not only the templates, there's all the stitches. Right, let's get to the templates. This is the red and white Christmas. Here we go. So that's making up a quilt that side. Then the templates here. So you've got the... I'm going to do it with my glasses. You've got reindeer. What does it say before reindeer? Hoopies. Oh, it's for the hoopies, right? Oh, so these are for the hoopies. There's the reindeer, the Father Christmas, and the snowmen. The stockings for the Three Tree Stockings poem. Then you've got the templates for Noel, for the cushion. Or Leon, if you've got a son called Leon. Baubles, candles, doll. Oh, that's the Sugar Plum Fairy. It's got everything. It's got everything from the book is in there. Oh, look, it's even got the template there for the Snowy Village candle mat. Then you've got all those, I don't know what they are. Oh, they're the mice. They're the mice, the templates for the mice. Then I love these. These are the shops. This is the Gone Shopping one. They're the 4 different shops, look. Now, obviously, these aren't transfers. These are the actual templates. So what you need to do is trace them onto something backwards and then transfer it onto your fabric. Then you've got snowmen. They're snow people like snow people. And Let It Snow with the words. It's got every template you need in there. £12.99. I forgot Lucy was still here. I thought I was going home now. I was getting ready to say goodbye. Oh, yeah, competition. Jay, box. Thank you. Jay's going to have to come into shot now. I thought you were going to tidy it up. Can't even see anything. I'll show you like this, right? You get, I'll tidy it up, don't worry. You could win £250. That's poor old Danny. That's Jay's idea of tidying up. You can win, one of you will win £250 worth of fabric, right? All you need to do is buy something, right? If you buy one thing, it's only till 11:59 tonight. If you buy one thing, your name goes in the hat once. If you buy two things, it goes in twice, three things, like that. There's no code, you don't have to enter anything like that. You just need to buy, whether it's from me on the telly or on the Tinternet shop thing. And they all go into a hat. On Monday, I'll announce the winner. And then you will have all this fabric by Christmas because we're going to courier it. Oh, I love that one. We're going to courier it to you. Oh, it's got loads of my favourite fabrics in here. Look, I don't think I've even seen that one before. Oh, my word, there's so much gorgeousness going on in here. I love that one as well. So it's £250 worth of fabric, completely free for one of you. One of you only. Terms and conditions will be on the website. And what you need to do is just buy something. Buy one thing, your name goes in once. Buy 10 things, your name goes in 10 times. And I will announce the winner on Monday, and you will have all... Oh, look, Tim Holtz. Don't let blooming Brennan see that. Look. I know. Tula. Right, I'm going to go. Lucy's up next. What's she doing? Oh, Creative Grids. Oh, and I've got that surprise premiere coming up in this hour. I'll see you in 3 minutes. Have you got me my fruit, Jay? I'll see you in 3 minutes from now.
Join us on Facebook. Simply search for The Sewing Quarter and like our page for the latest news and more.
Hi, my name's Jo Carter and these are my top 3 tips. My first tip would be, even if your sewing room is normally a real mess, and mine always is, try and take the time to organise your fabric, your stash into colour order, because being able to see it and have it there, meaning you can pick out the colours and have them to hand and try fabrics together, really does help when you're quilting, and it means you use all of your fabric and things don't get lost and forgotten about. My second tip would be try and get to know your sewing machine. So spend an hour or an afternoon trying out buttonholes and various stitches and just get to know what it can do, because then when you've tried them, you know you can bring things into projects and make life easier a lot of the time. And my third tip will be try and sew when there's somebody else around so that they can keep you supplied with fresh cups of tea so your sewing's not interrupted.
For this tutorial we're going to be doing something called a tacking stitch. Now it's very similar, in fact it's the same as a running stitch, but this time it's going to be a lot bigger, so you can remove the stitches later because it's a temporary stitch. At the back we're going to go through the front. So if I go through the fabric first, so this time you can see that I'm making these stitches a lot bigger because this is just a temporary stitch that I want to be able to remove a lot easier. If I just do another couple of stitches for you. So what you'll be able to do when you get at home and you want to remove the stitches, you should just be able to pull those out nice and easily.
Tune in this Sunday, the 17th of December, as Amanda Wyatt shares her embroidery machine expertise. Amanda is queen of sewing workshops and has plenty of tips on using the Elna EMB 81 embroidery machine. This fantastic machine has 55 built-in designs, 3 alphabet styles and 18 borders, which you can edit and combine. And with the USB connection, you can transfer and save your own designs too. It even has an adjustable embroidery speed for professional results. We'll have an exclusive discount on this amazing machine, so don't miss the fantastic deal. Join us on Sunday morning for this unmissable hour, only on Sewing Quarter Freeview Channel 78.
£14.49. You've been waiting for weeks and weeks and weeks for this coming. Obviously, don't get the rulers. But look, it's such a simple idea, isn't it? But people say, how do I store my rulers? Like that. Now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grooves. So I suppose what you could do is you could put your big ones in like that. But then, look, you could put your shorter ones in like that, couldn't you? Have you got any more over there, Liz? Can I just borrow a couple more? I'll give you them straight back. I promise. Look. You see what I mean? How many rulers? Now, I've still got 2 whole grooves to do yet. Groovy baby. Oh, I've not seen that one. Look. Isn't it brilliant? And they're all stacked there nicely. They're not touching each other. Let me turn it around for you like that. Ooh. Look. They're all stacked. They all stand, look, independently. So they're not all leaning against each other. They're not lying on top of each other. £14.49. Now, I know what you're saying. I could have done with that as a Christmas present. Why haven't you done it before? It's literally came in yesterday afternoon, and I said to Hannah, didn't I, Hannah? I'm having that on my show tomorrow. Even if it doesn't arrive in time for Christmas, put a picture of it in a box and wrap it up, and then it'll arrive. It might arrive by Christmas, or if you get the premium, it'll definitely arrive by Christmas. But you know what? So worth having, isn't it? So worth having. Right, now let me give Lucy back the ones that I just nicked off her. Thank you very much. It's such a simple idea. It's such a simple idea. And yet it works. They always do, don't they? Now, I'll just explain about it. It's wood, obviously. And then underneath, look, it's got little stoppers on, little plastic stoppers on there. So it's not going to slide. So once it's on your table or on your floor, it's not going to slide anywhere. It's just brilliant. £14.49. So simple. So simple. I love the colour of the gold. It's like a golden. The wood's got a kind of golden. It's not a golden finish. I don't know what kind of wood it is. Must just be the stain, but I love it. Oh, I thought there was going to be so much more than £14.49. And you know what? You'll love your creative grids so much. They're so worth looking after, aren't they? And just sitting in there, protecting them. And they're going to be sitting there, like I say, not leaning against each other, not take one out, all the others can stay there. You know, if you've got them in a pile, you have to keep pushing them up. I just think it's brilliant. It's so simple, but it's brilliant. Right, I'll just put that there. Make sure you buy it. Make sure you buy it. Oh, blimey, say that again. Right, as soon as everyone checks out, more than half have gone, and we had loads. Right, now, Lucy, can I just say, these are the worst prepped fabrics I've ever seen in my whole history here at Sewing Quarter. Joan, I'll be having words afterwards. Anyway, it won't affect your fabric. It's gorgeous fabric, obviously. It's gorgeous fabric. But it's just, I like it, you know what I mean? I like it to be presented properly. Yes, so let me go through the bundles, and then Jay can press them during the hour when we come back at past, right? So I'm going to start with this one. Have they called this one something like coffee shop? Oh, cream and brown. You see, I'd have called that Costa or Starbucks or name another one. Nero's, Cafe Nero's. I just called it cappuccino or something like that, wouldn't you? Coffee shop, even. That's not quite so romantic, coffee shop. What's Italian for coffee shop? Cafeteria. Cafe. Anyway, look, you get 3 meters of fabric, you get half a meter of each. You've got in here, you've got the stone spot, I can see that. Oh, it might be sand, no, it's stone spot. Chocolate, vanilla linear texture, ivory, latte, and beige. Half a metre of each. 3 metres in total, £22.49. Okay, they're all different sizes as well. Right, okay, so I'll put that to one side because Jay can iron that for me in a second. Greys now. We like the greys. We love the greys. In fact, we were going to get Lucy to use this one, but she didn't. She brought her own fabric, a designer's own. Grey fabric bundle, you get half a metre of each. Mercury, charcoal, glacier, and slate. See, they're lovely. They'd be lovely just as your blenders and your half a metre of each of those. Half a metre of each. Right, next. Spot on. Even the spots are going in the different directions on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different colours. I apologise profusely about their presentation. Half a metre of each, because that's, yeah, anyway. Half a metre of each. You've got blue, red, green, yellow, pumpkin, and mauve. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Oh, sorry, it's papaya, not pumpkin. It's not papaya, it's pumpkin. £29. Oh, Jay's getting all upset now. It wasn't Jay. £29. And I never thought that I'd be defending Jay. Yes. It's right. Okay. That's a spot on. It's all right because he can spend the next half an hour ironing them all and get them ready. Pastel. Oh, nice. I can see vintage pink or antique pink in this one, I think. Or is it tea rose? We'll soon see. Shh. I can hear you cutting that fabric from here. Oh, delicate pastels, this one's called. 6 metres of fabric. Oh, okay, so you get a metre of each of these. Okay, you got pastel pink. What blue? Baby blue. Mint. Lemon. You've said baby pink, haven't you? Oh, pastel pink, baby pink. And lilac. Okay, so you get a metre of each of those. Lovely, like those are lovely in the Mandy Shaw springtime wreath, wouldn't they? Now, just so you know, these pieces aren't a metre, so you'll get actually more fabric than you're seeing there. You will get 6 metres in total. We've just got half metre samples there. So I won't be doing any wafting today. How many times have I said that wire's got to be stuck down? It has, but it came up a few days ago. Anyway. Stop it, I'll get angry, and I don't want to get angry just before Christmas. It's Lucy's last show before Christmas. Right, linear. These are gorgeous, these colours. So they call this jewel. Bright linear. 3 metres again. Oh, so now you've gone back to you've gone back to half metre pieces again. Azalea, tea rose, heron. Oh, they're in order. Pumpkin. Sulphur and duck egg. So you get 3 metres of fabric, £29.49. Now they're all half metres. They're all half metres, those. Okay, right. I'll get Jay to sort those out. While I'm here, I'll just tell you about this as well, because I'll bring this back onto the table here. Right, this is only for today. This is only for today. You could win £250 worth of fabric. All you have to do is buy something. If you buy one thing today, your name goes into the hat once. If you buy 10 things, your name goes in 10 times. They'll be drawn on Monday. I will announce it on Monday's show. And we'll definitely get them before Christmas. We'll put them in our courier. And they'll be with you by Christmas. Only one person will win, though. Terms and conditions are on the website. Right, my ruler rack. Say that again. Okay. We had loads of these. There's less than 20 of these left. There's less than 20 of those left already. Right, Lucy, hello. Sorry it's taken so long to get to you. Are you using that one, aren't you? Yeah. What are you doing then in this show?
Oh, well, I have a few different rulers.
Yes.
So I'm going to show you how to use them.
Fantastic, off you go.
I like that that's got, on the underneath,
the little
it's got the little rubbery bit.
Yes.
That's really good, yeah.
Right.
I like that.
Are you using this one?
Not immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, you could rest it there for me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Right. What's you starting with?
Okay, I'm going to start with the...
Just so Hannah knows.
Oh, multi-size curved corner cutter.
The non-slip multi-size curved corner cutter. Oh, do you know what? They could live with your ruler.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, hang on. Was there another? Did I give you another one back there? Can I just take that one?
You can take that.
How? Because these are the kind of things that are going to get lost, aren't they? These instructions, they could live... Oh, I can't see what I'm doing.
We'll put it with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could live with your rulers on the rack.
Yeah, brilliant idea.
The ruler rack going across the bottom is only $14.49. I know Ginger Mike doesn't like seeing my glasses. Right, off you go. Oh, and before we start, before we start, we said earlier it was out of stock. It's back in stock. It's back in stock. Rotating cutting mat. It's a must. You'll see Lucy using it during this hour, won't you, Lucy?
Yes.
It comes, now if you get yours and you think, oh, mine's broken, it's come in 2 halves, it comes like that, and that sits in there like that so that it can rotate round. If you've never seen it before, it's brilliant, $32.99. Well, you'll see Lucy using it in this hour. Right, sorry, Lucy, I've completely taken over.
Fine.
Right, it's up to you, over to you.
Okay. This has become one of the most useful things
The rotating cutting mat.
that I have. I absolutely love it. It's brilliant.
Is that the one we loaned you?
Might be. Very, very easy to use, and I'm going to show now as I'm doing this curved corner cutter.
So hang on, this is the multi-sized curved corner cutter, and what do you use this for?
Cutting corners.
Oh, really?
Yeah, making
Story of my life there.
curved edges on your projects.
Right.
So I use this in bag making. If you want a softer edge to something, if you're going to use bias binding on a quilt, you can curve the edge of your quilt, and it gives it just a different look and a nice sort of vintage feel if you want, or more modern as well.
Yeah.
So there's lots of different ways it can be used. It has 3 different sized radius corners.
Right.
Okay, so depending on the project, you choose which size you want. So it's a 1.5, 2, and 3.
If we cut those, can we see the difference in
Yes.
them?
Yeah.
Or have you not planned for that?
No, yes.
Yeah. No,
So
yes. Shut up, John.
yes. No.
It's Lucy's last show before Christmas, by the way, everyone.
So the only thing I would say is you don't want to cut a larger edge on. So you don't want to have something. I don't want to have something that's 1 inch and try and cut a 3-inch radius. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So it needs to be bigger. Whatever you're cutting, it has to be bigger than the radius of that corner. So I've got a couple of squares here. So I'll do one with the 3-inch and one
Teresa's
with the
a little
1.5.
bit worried because she thinks you're leaving. She's not leaving. Just having Christmas off. She's got children and a husband and no Christmas shopping done yet.
No, I'm only going home. I'm back on the 28th.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all you need to do is line up. So it has got a corner on it as well. So even if you were wanting just to square things up, this is just a handy little thing to have.
That would be good for the little squares, the 9 patches that we did earlier,
Yes,
wouldn't it? 'Cause
anything like
corner,
that. Yeah, any small work that you do, or if you go to a lot of classes, it's just handy to have a little tool there to square things up. So, but it doesn't have any measurements on it per se, other than the radius corners. So you literally just line up your straight edges and then cut round the curve.
Now, people will go, oh, what do you need that for? But actually, the amount of times you get a saucer or you get something like that, and the saucer might stay the same shape, but your placing of the saucer might be slightly different each time, and each corner is not identical.
Absolutely. That happens to me often, and this is why I really genuinely love this and use this.
And also,
tool.
if you've spent, just take that one for instance behind us. Now I know you have to make quilts for the show much, much quicker than you would do in real life.
Yes.
But you've done all that work.
I am making them in real life,
No,
just to point out.
Yes, no, but in real life, as
in my home sewing, yes.
Like that one with the guitars on that took you about 3 years, and the 4 for my house, which have yet to be started. But what I'm saying is, you've made a beautiful quilt top like that, and you think, oh, I'll just do a curved corner, and then you botch it up.
Yeah.
How I'd be in tears.
No,
I'd be
absolutely.
Like,
and that
mortified.
even if you're, because you would draw around a plate and then you're going to cut it on. You're going to be cutting it out with scissors, and whereas this, you just take it, you cut it. You're using your rotary cutter. It's safe and very, very easy.
So what size was that one?
So that's the one with the 3-inch radius. And I have to say, actually, it might be odd, but like apps on your phone look like that.
What, you're going to do a quilt with all different apps?
Yeah, you could applique like different. I think that would be really fun.
Child.
Yeah,
Pauline says, hello, John and Lucy, love your programme, such good fun. Have a lovely Christmas, she says.
Thank you, Pauline.
Now, yesterday, when we were doing some of those curves, you could almost, because I said, what happens if you want to make little ones? You used to, it gets a little bit more complicated because we were doing freehand cutting.
Yes.
But you've got 3 different sizes there.
Of curves.
You could have taken now obviously this is too big, but sorry, I'm taking over again. But I'm getting so into this. So if you've got your size like that, yesterday, you said start with a straight edge, finish with a straight edge. You could cut your curves.
You'd cut it on the fold.
Sorry, on the, Yeah. All right. Show me up now. But look, that one's like the one I did, that one.
Yes.
But you know what I mean? You could do little, you could. Anyway.
No, that's good thinking.
That was yesterday's show. Watch it on YouTube.
Good thinking, and then you'll know what he means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to see me sew
No,
in
but that's
a curve.
a good idea. But it is the kind of thing that I reach for more often than you might imagine that you would.
Yes.
And I do love just the accuracy of it as well, being able to cut these smaller curves.
So the Creative Grid's non-slip multi-size curve cordon is £22.50. The rotating cutting mat that you're seeing there, which is a must, is £32.99. If you get premium delivery, you will get it in time for Christmas. Right, Laurie in Suffolk says, morning, Lucy and John. I put my Creative Grid instructions into a binder with a photocopied copy of each to use when needed and keep the good ones in good condition.
That's
very organised, isn't it? I'd like to be that organised. Oh, well done, Jay. Don't pull a face at me like that.
You can see the difference. Maybe that's more app-like, I don't know. Anyway, it's not the point.
And what's the third one?
No, well, that was just that. We could do the folding and I'll...
Sorry about that.
Oh, sorry, wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. I think that's more of an app shape than that one, isn't it?
Yes,
that's more of Hannah's face.
Yeah, it is now.
Yeah. Shape of, not colour. She's not blue. So what are you doing now?
She's not a smurf. I'm just going to do what you said, just to show people.
Oh, okay. So if anybody's watching, this was my idea.
So folding it. Well, let's use the 2-inch because I haven't done it.
Get it right. Don't let it go wrong.
I actually quite like the shape of the template as well.
Yes, it's something
just like a
touchy-feely about it.
And because it's got those different edges, it's quite, you're making a sort of different
reverse applique
shape.
Or...
There you go.
Dots. But I wasn't just thinking about the dots. I was actually thinking about this one as well, this shape that we were doing yesterday.
You just cut that in. You made 4 in 1 there.
Yeah.
You just cut them on the lines.
Fantastic.
That's it, really. It's just cool.
But it's a simple, and people are going to think, why do I need to spend £22.50 on a ruler where it's just a curve, I can just use a saucer? Yeah. It really does. It's a lifesaver sometimes, isn't it?
It really genuinely makes a difference. And I'm using just fabric here because this is what we have, but you would be doing this on quilted project,
Yes, we could take that off the wall and we're not going to, but you know what I mean?
A bag panel. I actually recently bought some patterns for smaller makes, like different little pouches and things like that. Yeah, but the curve is the same as the curves, so I can just cut out the pieces and use this on the curves of the pattern. So it is really, really handy little tool.
Perfect. So that goes in there.
Yes.
That lives in there now.
Move that out the way. Or do you want that, just in case?
Are you not going to... Jennifer, hello, Lucy and John. My bank manager won't like me today as I've bought so much enjoying the show. Merry Christmas from Jenny in Hampshire.
Well, you've got more chances of winning, though, haven't you, Jenny?
Yes, Jenny. Yeah, I hadn't even thought of that.
Good day to be buying things.
Could be you. Read out on Monday. Alison, good morning, John and Lucy. Thank you both for keeping me entertained all morning. Wishing everyone at Sewing Quarter a very Merry Christmas. That's from Alison in Cheshire. And the same to you, Alison, my love.
Thank you, Alison.
Right, next.
Okay, so
what's rulers next?
We will do the...
Do I not need these anymore?
No. Multi...
In my trolley. In my trolley, not on the floor.
Nice and neat.
What's this one called?
The multi-size 2 peaks in 1.
Non-slip, multi-size, 2 peaks in 1 6-inch triangle.
Okay. So I'm going to spin the...
Oh, you could have done with this then. That one's not rotating.
I know, but I just need the length.
We love this. This is Lucy's favourite, this pink one, by the way, isn't it? Weren't we supposed to show that in the 8 o'clock show? Yeah. Oh, it's fine. We'll put the graphics in later.
I was using it, wasn't I? We just didn't talk about it.
Did you do anything in the first? I can't remember.
Yes, all those little pieces.
Oh, yes. Oh, no, it's fascinating.
I didn't do anything. No, I did not. I just came and stood here for an hour. Okay.
I'm not in on the 28th, you know. You'll miss me.
I will miss you terribly.
I can smell birding. I hate to tell you.
Oh, is it the iron?
Is it the iron?
Sometimes if that goes too near.
Yeah. We are insured, don't worry.
Let's not start a fire.
Yes.
Wouldn't be good.
We can't start the fire. What's that song?
Always burning.
Can't sing anymore, we have to pay for it. Right, so what does this ruler do then?
Okay, so this one does a few things. So you get different, do you want to show that?
Yes.
There are different blocks that you can create with it, which is lovely. So you have triangles
yeah.
and backgrounds.
And the what one?
Well, the triangle with the background.
Yes.
So you make the background pieces as
there.
well.
Yeah.
And then half rectangle triangles.
Yeah. And
you can make star blocks.
sawtooth. Is that a star
Like
or a
a
sawtooth?
That's
Anyway.
a star, I think.
Go on.
Not had enough coffee yet. The reason I haven't cut any strips, or I've not actually prepared it, is because I want to show you how easy it is to cut your pieces out. So you work out what size. I'm going to be doing the half rectangle blocks, okay?
Right.
So you can go from a 1.5 up to a 5.5.
Right.
And that will be the finished
Size
of the height of your rectangle.
Of the rectangle.
Okay. So you decide what height you want them to be.
So the black one there is how big the finished size is going to be once you stitched it together.
No, it's the unfinished measurement
Oh, okay,
of
sorry.
the block.
Sorry, my
I
bad.
believe. No, it might be the...
Shall I read it for you?
Yeah, let's just
Might
check.
have helped if you
Finished
read it before you
size.
came on.
Oh, no, you're right. It is finished size.
Okay.
Finished size. I apologise. So that's the finished size of the block. So
Yes.
what size rectangle do you want? There
Yes.
it is. And then you just look over, and in white, it tells you what width strip you need to cut.
Okay, yes.
Okay. So what's the finished size of your rectangle?
Yeah.
And then, or triangle,
Cool, yeah.
the height, and then what
Strip size
width
you
of
need to buy.
strip you need.
Right.
Okay, so let's do 4.5.
Yeah.
So do 4.5, so I'm going to cut a 5-inch strip. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome.
So, oopsie, you just cut strips, and for a lot of these rulers, that's what you're, a lot of them you're cutting from strips. So you do want to have, I'm always talking about
Oh,
these
yes,
rulers
yes,
that,
yes,
are,
yes, yeah.
that are the full length of the half folded fabric. So you cut your strip.
Oh, this is a good question now. Is it somebody who hasn't got one? This one here is that one there, by the way, the 31.99. Let's get the email out because there's a question for you, a piece of advice. Karen wants a piece of advice from you, Lucy.
Okay.
As there's nobody else here, she thought she'd ask you. If I've only got the budget for one creative grid, which one should I buy?
Oh, that's so hard. I mean, if you don't have any rulers,
Yes.
I would definitely go for one that's 24 and a half
So that's this one.
length. So the 8.5 by
8.5.
is that that one is the 8.5 by 24.5. Or we have the
There is a 6.5 one, but we haven't got that in stock at the
Okay,
moment.
yeah.
Right. Why would you buy this one then?
So that you can cut
The full width of the fabric
width
folded
of
in
the
half.
fabric folded in half.
But you've also got angular lines on here, so you can do your triangles and your biases and everything like that.
You've got 45-degree angle, 60-degree angle.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you've got the resin, like they've all got, all the creative grids, you've got lots of resin spots so it's not going to slip anywhere.
Yep.
You've got the increments in both black and in white, so depending on using white fabric, you don't want white increments on it, so you can see the black and the other way round. And you've got 1/2-inch measurements on there.
Yeah, and so you can turn the rule around. So you'll see me doing that. When I'm spinning it around, it's because
Kylie's
I'm
back again.
I say it a lot.
Yes.
Because I'm either doing the full measurement or the half.
And you can use it to square off blocks.
Yeah, and it's got 1/8-inch increments
Yes.
on there.
Yeah.
So every square or rectangle that you can cut with this.
Yeah. Okay.
So most useful.
So that was a good question. Because we just go, oh yeah, because people messaging going, oh, I've got my 14th, got my 15th. If you have only got the money for one to start with, or you're just starting off and you think, well, I'll just test them out, then I'd say that as well.
So definitely that one. If we're going beyond that and you have this one, maybe a square, because squares are always really useful. If you're going beyond that, I would pick one that either you make the shapes a lot, so something like this where you've got triangles, rectangles, or one that does half square triangles or something like that, or one that you just love the pattern, the finished quilt that it's going to make. So we have a lot of ones where, like the Lone Star.
Like this one.
One would be one where you can make your Lone Star patterns.
Oh, yes, there's the patterns on there. Have we got the graphics for this one? Oh, yeah, it's not just on display. Look, so there's that. So you can do those 3 different patterns with that ruler.
And lots of variations of that.
Yes.
So it's not even just those ones.
Oh, yes, hang on.
Yeah, you can create lots of different Lone Star type patterns with it. So something like that.
Yeah.
Because how you arrange the fabric and other things.
But you see, that one as well, you can cut triangles, you can cut, you can use that for your width of your fabric, straight lines and everything like that. So it's not just for, you're not limited, none of them limit you really, do they?
Most of them are like that. And then even, you know, once you get them, you discover other things that you can do with them as well. But for me, a lot of times it's what can I make with it and what's the finished thing going to be? And you have to love it to put in all the work to make it.
Right, so you cut your strip of...
Yeah, so I've cut my strip.
Yeah, we're back to this. We're back to this one now.
5.
Was it 5.5 inches?
5 inch strip. And then what you'll see is when I place this on, it's so cleverly designed because it takes off the dog ears for you.
Right.
So you can see it's not pointed at the top.
Yeah.
Because it includes the seam allowance. So everything that you cut, you've got that seam allowance in. So there's a straight edge at the top there, and I'm lining it up. So we're making 4.5 inch finish. I'm lining it up with a 5 inch strip. So I line that up with the edge.
Yeah.
And then I just go ahead and cut. And then you've also got just a little bit to cut off there. And that just helps when you come to do the piecing.
Yes.
And then to make...
Now, the only way you wouldn't be able to do what you're doing now is if you've got a directional fabric and you want all your triangles to be in the same direction. So if you've got a tree in the middle of there, if you cut this way, your tree would now be upside down, wouldn't it?
Yes.
So the only way, it's only if you're fussy cutting, not if you're doing random anything, but just if you have got directional fabric, just to think about that.
Yeah, and then you might just want to use this to cut out that individual section. Or cut your strip so it's in the middle and just skip.
Yes.
You know. But then you could make whatever you're making and do one upside down.
Yeah. Morning, John and Lucy. Enjoying the show as always. Merry Christmas, Lucy. Hope you have a lovely Christmas with your family. Thank you for all your demo tips. That's from Lucy in Dorset.
Oh, thank you, Lucy.
And there's one from Julie for you. Come in. Not coming through. Dear Lucy, wishing you and your family a wonderful Christmas. Thank you for all the education and the laughs throughout a very difficult year. Who's that from?
Aww.
Julie.
Julie, thank you, Julie. I hope you have a lovely 2018.
Right.
Okay, so I've cut out the triangles, and then what I'm going to do is line it up with the baseline. So see, it says there, baseline, got little arrows. Line that up with the baseline and just nip off that corner.
Oh.
Okay. Because again, that's going to help us when we come to piece.
So would you have done that on that? Oh, yeah.
Yep, so you do it on both. So if you're using print fabric, it doesn't matter, you know, if you're cutting it from the reverse, it doesn't matter. Right. It's just getting that corner off. So you just line it up with the baseline and just cut that off. And then what we can create is...
half diamond, no, half rectangular, half triangle rectangles.
Half rectangle triangle, I don't know.
Yeah, one of those.
One of those. Okay, there we go. So the nice thing about this is you see when we come to sew them together, how neatly this matches up.
Yeah, because a lot of people have, when the dog ears are there,
Yes.
a lot of people have trouble matching it, don't they? And if you've got points to match and everything like that, you can sometimes miss. Whereas this way, you line off the 2 cut-off bits, and then it's going to be exactly right, isn't it?
So it's much, much easier to do it this way. You're just lining those up. And you can see from point to point where your seam allowance is. Okay,
A scant
so I
quarter
shall
of an
sew
inch.
these.
And now have you got a different machine?
Yes.
Did you see what was wrong with the old one?
No.
We must get Jay to get that serviced or something. don't
Yeah,
we?
he will.
He will you say?
He will, yep. We've talked about it.
Oh, okay. Who am I in with tomorrow? I think it's Amanda. Is it Amanda Wyatt tomorrow?
I wasn't concentrating then. I think I went off a bit, but anyway.
Went off what? Off kilt?
I was looking at you.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Not at the sewing.
No, obviously Lucy's not using any particular one of our bundles. I'll go through the bundles again for you in a little while.
I'm just making it up.
Yes. Oh. I think over the I was going to say over the Christmas holidays. There isn't a Christmas holiday, is there? We need everyone to sharpen the scissors and change the light bulbs, change the needles, change the needles in that machine.
So I'll just give this a press.
Now look, we're halfway through the hour.
How's that happened?
I know.
Okay, I'm just pressing to the dark side.
Yes.
With things like this, it doesn't really matter if it's open or to the side, because you're not too worried about the seam. So I'll just sew these together. And this is the kind of thing, I think this makes lovely border. I won't press if we're running out of time.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
So that's that's that one there, isn't it? You see the rectangle triangles. Okay.
There you go.
So what's this half of the ruler for then?
That's triangles.
Or just straightforward triangles?
Yeah, just straightforward triangles. So I'm going to do this at an angle so I'm not coming towards you. So this is, you would do your triangles and then you use the opposite side to create the backgrounds for the triangles.
Oh, what? So that
Do you
bit
see what I
there?
mean? No, it wouldn't be like that. It would be like that. Yes, exactly.
Well, we've done different size there, but yeah. So if you just wanted to make a triangle within a square, then that's so simple, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
And then what was the other one? A star.
So there's it's the same thing. It's just made up of the made up of triangles and triangle within a square. So whatever the finished square is that your triangle's in, you cut those for the corner pieces, and that makes up your star.
So that there is the Creative Grids. It's actually by Rachel Arula, this one. £20.99. Fantastic buy. And also this little bit here is where you put when you're cutting out, your rotary cutter goes up so you don't actually ever cut into the whatever this is made of, the resin that this is made of.
No. And I really like this one because you've got the triangle in there, but then you also have that, so you can do the backgrounds easily or you can do the rectangles.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Christine says, John and Lucy, I think you two should be always be on together. Yeah. You're such a joy to watch. Hope you have a lovely Christmas from Christine.
Thank you, Christine.
Are we done with this one then?
I'll just dump that.
This is a bit like one of the... Oh, no. That's not a boomerang, is it? That's one of those martial art
you
things.
Must not, no.
No. All right, I'll put it in the... How am I doing with my wooden... We'll just check stock. Right, what's
put
next?
That with it so we know where we're up to. Okay.
10 left. There's 10 left of the wooden stands. Or is it a rack or a stand? Rack in graphic. I called it stand. What would you call it?
I would say stand.
Yeah, and magazine rack is
Yeah.
what you think of a rack. Is something you slide. Oh,
Yeah. With
Anyway.
a spice rack. Spice rack, I think of one of him.
do you know what? Always go to John Lewis. Our other shops are available, and buy a really lovely spice rack, and then it just goes off 20 years later. And think, I've not used that spice rack at all. And then people buy them me as a present.
Cooking.
Oh. Right. What's this one? What are we doing
I
now?
had a clear out of mine recently, and it was the same. I was like, oh no, 2013.
Well, no, I had tins of. I went through my cupboard, went all that time off, thinking, I'll just do a bit of tidying up. The amount of things I found that were out of date, I can't tell you. And I can't tell you about some of them either. Right, is this what we're doing next?
Yes, this one is the kaleidoscope triangle.
Kaleidoscope, this one, Hannah. Kaleidoscope. 45-degree. Now, why does it say 4.5-inch non-slip there? Is that the only size you can do?
Because you're cutting it from 4.5 inch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Always?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So you can make larger, create larger diamond shapes with it.
Right.
But that's you're putting the two pieces
Yes.
together, do you see? So, but you're always cutting from a 4.5.
So you're about to
4.5
do
inch
that
strip.
second drawing down, are you?
Yes.
But I love the two patterns you can create with it. Like the
it's lovely, isn't it?
one's like a kaleidoscope, isn't it? Oh, that's because it's called kaleidoscope, isn't it? John, one job. What's the other one called then? Not a kaleidoscope.
Wake up, a diamond.
Anyway,
Okay.
it's been a long life, this one.
It's been a long life. So, this is very, very simple, very cleverly designed.
Right.
You can cut from the 13-inch strip, okay? So you don't have to have full lengths if you don't. So if you had collected other pieces of fabric, you know, you can just sew them together, so long as it's 13 inches to get all these shapes. And we're actually getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Because it has these grooved sections here, so that when you're cutting, your rotary cutter goes right through the edge of the fabric.
Then you just turn around and go back
And then
up.
you turn around and go back up. Like
Now,
that,
do you
which I
have
will
to do it with the two strips like
No.
you have? Oh,
So you can do it from a 4.5-inch strip, just a full 4.5-inch strip. So I could intersperse these with other, you know, if I just used a
So you
plain
could
one.
cut 10 red ones, then you could cut 10 yellow ones, and you could cut 10 green ones.
Yeah.
If you were creating a triangular sort of pattern.
Yes. You can stack, you can layer up your fabrics as well if you wanted to, but I wouldn't go more than 2.
No. Well, even if you got the seam in.
Well, I was just going to say, and I wouldn't do it at all if you've got the seam
No.
in. I mean, I have done, if I'm honest, I've folded that in half, and I have done it.
But you've got more likelihood that it's going to slip.
You've got more likelihood that it's going to slip, and you can't see what's going on underneath. So, if you want to be really accurate, and what's really lovely is it's got that line there. So if you have sewn your 2 strips together, and this is perfect for jelly rolls, because 2.5-inch strips sewn together.
Make a
To get the
4.5.
two.
Yes,
to get your
yes,
two
yes,
strips.
yes, yes.
So anybody that has any jelly rolls
Or design
lying around
rolls.
or design rolls, and you haven't yet used them, and you're not sure what you're going to do with them, this ruler would be perfect for that. Or you can just sew your own.
Yeah, because you usually think of jelly rolls or design rolls as just being for one, like stripes, really. You don't think, because you don't think, oh, I'll make triangles or make diamonds out of it. You know what I mean?
But it is sometimes it's the kind of thing that you buy and then you don't use it.
Because they look gorgeous, just
Because they do
rolled
look
up,
gorgeous. And I have had one for about 4 years. And I've still not used
And
it.
what colour is that?
But this, it's a patterned one. That
Of
one
what
is.
colour? All different colours.
Yeah, all different colours.
No good for one of my quilts then.
No, it's a bit childlike. It's got like turtles on it and people and things.
You bought that for your husband likes turtles, doesn't he?
He does. Well
See,
remembered.
Isn't it weird how you remember different things?
Yeah.
Wendy, Merry Christmas, Lucy, from Wendy, and thank you for all your wonderful expertise.
Thank you. Merry Christmas, Wendy.
Wendy in Lincolnshire. Oh, and Diane. Merry Christmas to you both. I've got one now. I'd love to know how many hours a day Lucy spends sewing. Love all your shows, Diane in Leicestershire.
Thank you, Diane. A lot.
If you, at
Nearly
any
all of
time,
them.
you go on Instagram, there's no pictures of children or house or husband. There's like, look at this gorgeous fabric I've bought. Look at this lovely hexie I've just made. Look at this lovely purse I've just made. Look at this quilt I've just made. Isn't it? Yes. Anyway.
All the time. I'm sewing all the time. More hours there are, yes.
That's like Crazy Lorraine. She can't do it, like I said earlier, she can't do a day without
No,
sewing.
and on the days when I don't, you don't want to be around me. I'm not a happy person. I'm much happy. Even if I've had a really busy day, I've spent the day with my family, something, I'll come back and I'll do just a little bit of hand sewing. It just...
But that, my friend Francesca's that. We used to work in the film industry together, and if I went round to her house or anything, she'd then sit and cook the most not intense meal, but incredible meal.
Yeah.
And you go, you're tired, sit down, let's get a takeaway. And she went, no, I can't have a day. And every time you go around, there's always, like the other day, I went round and she was going out, and so I just rustled you some food up. And it was this amazing Italian banquet sort of thing. And I was like, oh, okay. Anyway, back to the ruler.
I wish I was a good cook, but sadly no. Okay, so it has the non-slip grip.
Yes.
In the triangles, so that whole section there has grip in it, where it's sort of opaque, you can just see.
Yes.
So you want to make sure that that's pressed down because that's going to hold onto the fabric, okay? I didn't mention it has got this ruler section here, so it's enough for you to cut your strips.
Oh, okay.
That's 2.5, so that's
fantastic.
all set
I wonder
for you
why I
to
had
cut
that
your
extra
strips
bit
from.
at the bottom
Yeah.
there.
Well, and also...
So if you're
you
not
can put
using
your
a designer
hands
roll,
there.
jelly roll, and you're cutting it out fabric like you did,
Yes, you can
use
use
the
that
bottom
ruler.
half of the ruler to cut the...
Yeah,
Perfect.
so everything's in there. Everything's in there that you need, okay? So then you're just cutting. I've just realised this is the wrong size strip that I'm using.
Oh.
Oh, no, I've cut it in the wrong place,
Oh,
that's why.
no.
Silly me. No, there we go, it's
They're
fine.
saying it's my fault for distracting you.
Yes, it's your fault. I moved
I thought
the
that
ruler.
wasn't like you.
No, it's not like me.
And
I should have known as well because that's got the...
Yes.
It's got those
everyone
lines
at home
on.
was screaming
I
at
know,
their
they're
telly.
all shouting
going,
at me. There we go.
She's not got it like... I'll move out the way.
Because I'm really not concentrating. I'm not that bad.
No, all my wires have all come out. That's why I've come out of the vision.
So I've done it at an angle away from me because you can see it's easy to just, move your body around to cut. So there, we've cut 5. So you could start arranging them, and I'll just cut a few more. If you don't mind, John. Like the kaleidoscope.
All right.
Oh. See, that started spinning. Everything's spinning, isn't it?
Kylie. She's got the channeling Kylie today. Yeah. Now, 5 just doesn't make a whole kaleidoscope then?
No, so I'm cutting more.
Yeah, that's fine.
So if you were doubling this up with a plain, strip as well, you would be getting more. That's not the right size, sorry.
I need that one. And...
I'll just throw them at
you. Yeah,
you.
that's fine. Done.
There we go.
Now I've got a hole in the middle.
Yes, because we haven't sewn them together.
Oh, when you sew them together, there won't be a hole in the middle?
There won't be a hole in the middle.
What time is that? Have we got
And
time
then
for that? Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No, we haven't. We've got more rulers to get through.
Okay, too much talking. Right.
Anyway, so when you sew those together...
Yes.
Oh, because...
They come together.
The point will come together there,
So all your points
yeah,
meet. So you want to sew, I would probably sew them into pairs, sew them into halves.
Yeah.
And then sew the halves together. You can then sew from centre out to either side to make sure your central point stays.
Exactly.
Points meet in the middle.
Perfect. Okay. Oh. So we've got to move on to another ruler now.
Okay, yep. So the next one is the spider web. Oh. Which is one of my very, very favourite classic blocks, the spider web.
It's just a big triangle.
So you... No, it isn't. So you... And it gives you lots of ideas for variations of the spider web. So you've got the spider web, floating spider web, full pointed star, and kaleidoscope.
Oh, another kaleidoscope.
Another kaleidoscope.
So now they've done theirs in... Have they done theirs? That's obviously all solid colours, that one.
Yes,
you just got
but that isn't how you would how they would look when you've actually made them. You can make them in solid colours, of course.
Yes.
But the spider web, the idea is it's made up of strings of fabric.
So it was like that lovely quilt
fabric.
you did, like a colour wheel. You did a colour wheel
Very similar.
quilt, didn't you?
Yes, very, very similar. But the points are meeting in the middle. and it has this other shape in it, which you also cut from the ruler, which becomes so, it's easiest to show you on the diagram. So it's that one there. And then when you put them to, so it's those two central shapes.
Yeah.
It's not that white triangle bit. And then when you put them together, you have a 4-pointed star.
Yeah.
And then these shapes create the spider web. So if you imagine that repeated.
Yes. Yeah. But I'm
that's
just
the
looking at how
shape that
clever
it
that is,
creates.
because you
It's
just
so
get a
clever.
square.
Yeah.
Are you going to do that, or we're going to talk about
I think I left.
Here, blue. I've got a blue square here.
Oh, okay, we'll do it from that.
So,
I
you
did
had the
cut
blue
some squares, but
square.
they vanished.
You'd have to cut. Yeah, I'll let you do it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
Okay.
So, how big are these?
So this, I've just sewn some strips together, and these are 8 inches. It's 8 inches.
So 2 inches each.
Yeah,
Finished.
they're actually not, because that one's smaller. I just sewed them together to create.
Oh, okay.
So it's
So you don't
whatever
have to
size.
make them all the same size?
No, and these could be tiny, little strips.
Ah,
It could
okay.
be. They could be. Yeah. So cutting from an inch.
Which will give you
From
half an inch. Yes. Yeah.
So inch strips you can sew together. So this can be very, very detailed, intricate looking
that looks
quilt if you wanted
gorgeous.
to.
Yeah.
But essentially, you'd be just sewing straight lines
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the time. But the results it gives are incredible. So I'm just going to line that up with the 8 inches.
Yeah.
And then at the top, it's got that little black triangle, because that would be my dog ear.
Right. Okay.
But
So instead
that-
of cutting it off, and this time it's just marked out in black.
Yeah, and so it's already cut off. So the top of this lines up
Yes.
with the bottom of
Yeah.
that black triangle, and then I can just go ahead and cut. And then I can repeat, and you can do this from, whatever colours, solids, prints. Almost the more you mix things up, the better effect it has when you start to put it together. So if we put one of these, how does this go now? Look at it like that.
Oh, suddenly it turns into 1930s.
I like these sort of colours. Bright but pastel-y.
Yeah, we've got that lovely pastel bundle going on over there.
Gorgeous.
What I might do is, because we're constantly in the rooms, I might I'll leave the bundles there, and I'll bring the bundles to you in my next hour, if that's all right, because I think it's more important to see Lucy and the rulers than it is the bundles, if that's all right.
Yes.
Don't pull a funny face, Joe. I'll help you fold them up afterwards.
So you can start to see how that comes together. And
So
these
you're
on
creating,
repeat,
you're going to create a spider's web here and a spider's web there.
Spider's web here. So the more mixed up it is, the better
Yes,
overall look
Oh,
you
do
get.
you know what?
And I have
Oh, go on.
recently done some blocks. It's on my social media and what have you, and put it on repeat so you can see the
Yes.
how.
What
that
I'm
would look.
thinking, though, is if you make that as your block,
Yes.
if you just, without making spider, if you make this block again, but twist it that way, so this cream goes there and the stripes come this way, you could have it all kind of like going everywhere, couldn't you?
Yes, you could. You can do it as you.
That's what I love
as you
about.
wish.
I never thought when they said, "Oh, you come and work on a patchwork and quilting and sewing show and everything," I thought, "Well, I'll be fine with the dressmaking, but I'll be bored as anything with the blooming." I adore what you can do
There's
with
so many
colours.
possibilities.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is the kind of thing that you look at and you think, oh, I don't, that's so much work. I don't know that I could do that. But it's all straight lines. It's very, very easy to sew together. You've
Can
got
you
the
show how you cut
accuracy.
this one out
Yeah.
then? Because
Should we do that with the square?
use the blue, yeah.
I don't know what size this.
What did you need? What
Should we
size
just
did you
sort
need
of
it to be?
pretend?
Yeah. Just cut it from
I'll
that.
just sort of pretend, okay?
Yeah.
So this is very oversized, and it gives you the measurements, all the instructions that are
Yes,
in there.
yeah.
And what you do is you look at, so say I've done the 8 inch, haven't I?
Yeah.
So I look on here, I know I did the 8 inch, so I look, that top measurement there says 8,
Yeah.
and that says 6.5. So I need to cut a 6.5 inch square to get the right size shape to
So
go
we're
with my
pretending
thing.
this is a 6.5 inch
so
square.
it's, and it all, so all the measurements are on there.
Yes.
for what you need to do.
And all this is explained in these instructions, isn't it?
Yes. I should really
We're being very wasteful here because
and I should have been using the rotating cutting guide,
Yeah.
but there we go. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. So you cut a square. So they've worked out all the measurements for you, which they're not really simple. You know, to
Yes.
get that sort
Yeah.
of shape is, you know, would be tricky using a regular ruler. So to be able to have that, and that's what you do.
I wouldn't put there.
No, we'll just swap them in.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
And you can use all the same sort of background, or you can use different
Yes.
backgrounds to create different effects. But then you'd start to see how, when I then put them together, you end
Yes.
up with the. So that would be another one there, another one there, another one.
But then you
there.
also, yes.
And that, so it makes, see, that's the 4-pointed
Yes.
star that you
yeah,
get.
that you get in the. Oh,
that you get from that
wow.
shape.
Yes, because that would be then like
Yes. Yeah.
that in between. That,
So
isn't that
in
funny? 'Cause we
between,
all
that's what it
went,
would look like.
well, it's just a triangle.
Yeah. Just, you know.
No, Hannah, buy. Hannah's saying, I'd like to borrow that one. You have to buy it, Hannah. You can't just borrow it.
No, but it's fantastic. And so overall, that's a really, really stunning.
Okay.
Stunning effect.
Now, look, we've only got
quilt.
about 3 minutes left, and we haven't done wedding rings yet. So we'll just talk us through this
Okay.
one.
So wedding rings are an incredibly traditional quilt. It's a pattern that is more complicated.
What does the final thing look like? Is there a picture
So
of that?
yeah, sort of.
Oh my god! Now you've done one like that. We've done one a bit like
I did
this.
the diamond wedding ring, which is a take on a variation of the double wedding ring.
But
there
also
are,
that Alison Glass, it's not like that, but the Alison Glass was all circles and everything, wasn't it?
Yes.
Slightly different though. That is incredible.
I
But
would encourage people, since we're nearly finished, when
Yeah,
we've finished,
yeah,
go and have a look, go and search double wedding ring quilt.
Yeah.
See what you can find, see how incredible it is, and then that price to create that quilt with these templates that make it so much easier.
because before this came out,
is
it must have been
incredible.
almost impossible to do.
Well, very, very difficult. But there are so many different takes on the double wedding ring. There were quite a few at the Festival of Quilts.
Yes.
That were amazing. And you can create this. It's not complicated sewing. You've got the template so that accuracy is there. You need to be confident with cutting out.
Yes.
And there are some curves, but then they're not hideous.
Are they like orange peel?
Curves. So there's quite a gentle look. It's
Yes.
quite
Oh,
gentle.
yes.
And these are big templates.
Yes.
They're not little. You know, there's my hand. Okay,
Yeah.
there's my hand. So they're
What's
not
this
tiny,
little one
tiny.
here for?
So that little bit is the corner. The corner bits. You see there.
Oh, in what, in there?
In there. Yeah.
So how would you go back very quickly? So literally got a minute. How long have I got? I've got 3 minutes. Got 3 minutes.
Okay.
So how would I go
So
about
it's
it?
got. So you follow the instructions, cut out all your pieces. I would recommend photocopying this or getting your set. You know, getting a blank one and colouring in the sections. Because depending on where you use your fabrics, you can get a very different look.
Yes,
so you might
yes,
want
yes.
to play around. Photocopy it, do a few different variations, see which one you like
Yeah.
the most. Cut out all your pieces, and then it's got step by step how you sew the pieces together, okay? So that little section goes on the end of a curve.
Right.
So that's very, very simple. It's not tight, difficult thing to sew, just straight lines
Yeah.
on the end of the curve. And then you're sewing the curves to each other, and then the sort of melon pieces into that central part. But trying to get that accurately.
What I love as well in this one is normally you just have your cutting instructions and everything, whereas this one they've actually given you sewing instructions as well.
Yes.
Of how to put it together.
Yeah, piece by piece. There generally are some sewing instructions, but it's very, very clear. And there are lots of variations within this, and that's what I love about this as well. It's not just cut your pieces out.
Yes.
You could create, your centerpieces could be made of patchwork
yes.
as well.
Well, like that, to give you,
Exactly.
so instead of just your orange peel petal.
Or half.
Yes.
So this isn't the kind of thing that you only can make that one time. You can do lots of variations of and get different effects and looks
Yes.
with it. And while it is very traditional, it can be made more modern depending on the colours you use and the arrangement of the pieces.
Okay,
as
and
well.
could you use these, because that piece you could use to do, we've done an orange peel making flowers and everything,
Yes,
haven't we,
you
that
can.
one. So you could
Yeah.
use that one for that.
And that would be on large squares, which would be great because you'd have a quilt done
Exactly.
in no
And then
time.
could you use that one for anything else, do you think?
Probably not. You could make some
Plique
little
shapes.
rainbows
Oh,
or something.
do you know what? You know what I'd do?
Yeah.
Is I'd cut strips that and this and have like a scalloped border within
that
my
would be
border.
nice.
So I wouldn't have a
Yeah.
scalloped edge of the quilt. I'd have the straight edge and then do scallops.
that
But
on your
that
border.
triangle there would be a
On the ends,
On the
on
end.
the ends,
So then you'd just get those lovely like kind of
Yeah.
scalloped edges within the border.
Yeah, that would be brilliant. I would just make a wedding ring quilt.
All right.
Because they're so beautiful.
Right, I've only got half a minute. I want you to have the best Christmas.
I want you to
I
as well.
will. But enjoy the time with your family.
Thank you.
I said it to Joe yesterday, it's been such a joy to meet you this year. And because we haven't been here a year. Oh, look, I'm getting all emotional.
I know, me
We haven't been here a year yet, have we? And yet we've bonded into this fabulous... Stop it, she's crying now. Have a really, really, really
Thank
fantastic
you.
Christmas. Hope
Thank
Father Christmas brings you everything you wish for.
I have everything.
I'm not available
I have
that day.
everything I wish for. I really do. Very
Oh,
lucky.
so no presents for
very
Lucy
lucky,
then.
I'm
Paul,
very
take all your
lucky.
presents back. But have a brilliant time. You're back on the 28th,
I am, yes.
and you don't know what you're doing yet then?
I do know what I'm doing.
Oh, is it made yet? Or you're going to be sitting on Christmas Day doing it?
Yeah,
All right. Have a fantastic time
Thank
and
you,
just
John. Thank you.
enjoy
Merry
every time.
Christmas,
And
everybody.
I'm sure everyone will send you love. And I'll see you in 3 minutes with Workroom Essentials.
Follow us on Instagram. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to get our latest posts.
Hi, I'm Jo Carter and these are my top 3 tools. The first tool I'm going to talk about is scissors. It's a really obvious one, but I really do love my scissors. I have tons of pairs. I'm never far away from a pair. But really good sharp scissors that are sharp all the way along. They don't get used for anything else. They're just saved for fabric, are a vital piece of kit, and it makes cutting out so much quicker and easier. Another one of my favourite tools is the water erasable pen. It's brilliant for soft toy making because you can mark on faces. Before you commit to embroidering them in place, you can draw eyes on and make sure they line up, that the toy has the right look or the look that you're after. I think these are vital and I always have at least 2 in my kit at any one time. And number 3 in my top 3 tools will be the mini steam iron. I've recently got one of these for my sewing room, and because I have quite a small sewing desk, it's brilliant to have this. It doesn't take up much space, but it means that once I've started sewing, I don't have to get off my chair, I don't have to get up, and I'm a big fan of not moving once I've started. And it doesn't break the flow of my sewing, I just, as and when, just give things a little press and carry on with what I'm doing. So that's my 3rd top tool.
Did you know there are multiple ways you can contact us, even if it's just to ask a question? Our friendly team are always on standby. You can call our customer service team at 0800 112 4433, email us at help@sewingquarter.com, visit our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter @sewingquarter, and even message us through our website, and our presenters will answer your questions live on air.
This Thursday, the 21st of December, we're welcoming Deborah Sims back to the Sewing Quarter. Deborah was a contestant on the Great British Sewing Bee in 2015, and now she's sharing her embroidery expertise with you. Her new show features 3 projects: a kit from Alison Glass, a design from the cross-stitch garden book by Kazuko Aoki, and a cross-stitch project from the Liberty cross-stitch book by Hélène Lebert. So take a little time for yourself this Christmas and plan a fresh embroidery project for the new year. Join Deborah Sims on Thursday at 9 a.m, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78.
I can't believe there's so much in here. This is this, right? This is this, right? You could win £250 worth of fabric, right? It's so simple. You don't have to do anything to enter apart from buy something. It's only until 11:59 tonight, whether you buy from me on the telly or from the web. If you buy one thing, your name goes into the draw once. If you buy 10 things, your name goes in 10 times, and so on, right? It's £250 worth of fabric. There's fabric in here, there's fat quarters, there's charm packs and everything. There you go, £250 worth of fabric. So, oh, excuse me. All you have to do is buy something today. If you buy something today, your name goes into the hat. It'll be drawn out the hat on Monday. I'll announce it on Monday's show, who the winner is, and then we're going to courier it to you, so it'll be with you in time for Christmas. It's fantastic, isn't it? So just keep buying. Just keep buying. Right, quick roundup, calico. I'm ever so sorry. Well, you didn't know it was coming, so it's fine. But I mentioned earlier that I had some calico in this show, right? Last time I had calico, I had 300 metres for the show, and it sold out in minutes. Hannah said, you're fine today, John, you've got 500 metres, right? I just happened to show it during the last show I did, not the one with Lucy, the one before that, right? And how much have I got left? 40, oh, less than 20 metres. Less than 20 metres now. There's less than 20 metres of that left. So if you want some calico at $1.99, if you need more than 1.5 metres, ring the call centre. But I do it straight away. There was 500 metres of it, and there's less than 20 metres left now. That'll go. It's gorgeous. You know what calico is. It's lovely. The mid-weight calico, fantastic for cushion backs or for quilt backs or for toile making. If you're making a toile, just fantastic. $1.99. Make sure you go through. I'll put it over there because it will. That'll sell. That will sell. Right. The other thing that's flown out, which I knew it would, down to single figures now. This is a ruler rack. It's a prim. Well, it's like Creative Grids or any ruler rack you want to put in it. There's literally those fantastic grooves in there. It's £14 and £49. Oh, okay. If everyone checks out, they've all sold out. So if you want that, check out your basket now, or put it in your basket and check out now. But not everyone's going to get one. Not everybody. Just putting it in your basket doesn't guarantee you get it, remember. Just putting it in your basket doesn't guarantee. So please check out. Please, please, please check out. Remember as well, if you want it before, if you want guaranteed delivery before Christmas, you need to do the premium one now, which is $4.95 still for the whole day and everything. You can try with the $2.95. We just can't guarantee that it'll be there. But with the $4.95, we do guarantee that it'll be with you. But with the $2.95, but then as I said, I posted 3 parcels on Wednesday and they were there on Thursday. So not from here, obviously, but from home, sort of thing, from my little post office. So the post is getting through, but I don't know how. Yeah, it's going to get... Well, well, obviously, I don't know. I just think it's much quieter this year than it has been postage-wise. Right, now, these are the bundles from the last hour, which I'll just go through very, very quickly, because I don't think they got enough of a showing, and they are beautiful, beautiful bundles. This is Delicate Pastels, still badly ironed, but Jay did his best, you know what I mean? Now, this one, you get a metre of each fabric, right? You get a metre of each. I've only got half a metre here, but you will get a metre of each of these fabrics. Yes, so we get a metre of all those 6 colours, all gorgeous pastels. You've got baby blue, baby pink, pastel pink, yellow, mint, lemon, and lilac. That's it. Beautiful, aren't they? £38.99. All ready for your spring making. You know what I mean? Straight after Christmas, you want to go on with the spring and the Easter and everything like that. Now I've got my coffee shop one, or as they call it, brown and beige. It has been the most popular of all the bundles so far. Now, what you get here is you get latte, beige, spot on. You've got vanilla, linear. You've got vanilla. I'm not quite sure what the other one is called. But anyway, at £22.49. Now you get half a metre of each of those. Half a metre of each one. Chocolate. Right, ivory was on a missed out. So there. But you don't need to worry about the names because you get all of them anyway. £22.49, half a metre of each of those. Okay? Then, oh, I love this bundle. These are all linear prints, right? You get azalea, you get tea rose, you get heron, you get pumpkin, you get sulphur, and you get duck egg. How remembered? Well remembered that. Half a metre of each. Half a metre of each of those fabrics. They're gorgeous. I love those colours together. Now, I'm not going to spend... I haven't got time to spend wafting and matching and everything. £29.49 for 3 metres of the linear print. Right, then another one that's been very popular, the greys. What is it? 4 shades of grey. Sums up my life, doesn't it? Not 50 shades, 4 shades. Too much, too many. Lovely frayed edges. Yours will arrive in a bit of better state than these. 2 metres of fabric, half a metre of each, £12.99. It's fine. And then moving on, I've got the last one is the spot on one. Spot on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. So this will be a 2. Oh no, 6. There's a red one hidden under there. Sorry, I thought there was more. So you got papaya. That's that one there, not pumpkin. £29.49. Apple. Sunshine. £29.49. This is the Sprite Spots fabric bundle. Half a metre of each, 3 metres in total. You get the blue, bright red, and mauve. And what? Marine. Anyway, £29.49, half a metre of each, 3 metres in total. Right, I've got to get on because I've got lots and lots and lots to show you now for your workroom. Now, if you're setting up a workroom for the new year, maybe, and you want just something to, or you're looking for gifts for somebody, not necessarily Christmas gifts, but you're just looking for little gifts for people. Got some of my favourite things. Oh, do you know what I didn't do? What we haven't done is we didn't find the scissors for the new buyers. We'll do that. I'll just tell you, if you're a new buyer and you spend over £10, not including post and packaging, you do get a pair of like dressmaking scissors. I haven't got them here, but I'll show you them too. If I find them, I'll show them. If not, they just come in your package. And they have been for the last few days. We just haven't been telling you. Right. I've got all sorts here. Are you ready? Where shall I start? Oh, yes, not a turning tool, yes. No, it's fine. You can use it for sort of turning through. You know when we use Derek the Dobber, we always go, Derek the Dobber. This is your very own, Love Corner, this one is called. So what should we call this one then? This is the Prim Love Corner and Edge Shaper. It's £3.99. Now, what it is you can turn corners through, because you know when Janice is in, she'll be in on Christmas Eve, by the way. When Janice is in, she used a quick unpick to do the corners. And I was like, this, brilliant for turning out corners. And then, you know when you turn out like a cushion or something like that, and you want the edges all to be neat. Just use the corner, to do the corners and the edges. £3.99. Cute, isn't it? Prim Love. You switched me off, Anna. All right. For shaping corners, edges and curves that have been turned inside out. That's exactly what it's for. I could say it in many languages, but I won't. No, some of them I wouldn't be able to say, would I? Right? Okay? Oh, calico sold out. Oh, right, Mandy said if she buys more than one bundle with it, then continue piecing. Not the bundles, I'm afraid. We are working on it. Now we're in the new warehouse. Maybe it will. But at the moment, they're already cut. So if you buy 2 bundles and they're half-metre ones, you'll get 2 half-metres of each colour. They won't be joined together. This has also got a hole you can put some ribbon through, wear it around your neck, or tie it to the... When I was at college, everyone used to stick each other's scissors, and I put my scissors on elastic. Oh, yeah, like this, like the thread cutter. Like the thread cutter. Do you want what? Oh, sorry, yeah. Hang on, there's something missing. Oh, no, they're not. I couldn't see them. Sorry, Jay. This is brilliant. This is the thread. Oh, it matches. It matches, look. Matches. It's a thread cutter. You just literally put your thread through there. It's like the thread cutter on your machine. Wear it around your neck, you see. It'd be brilliant. Because if you're working all the time, this might not be long enough for me, actually. Oh, no. It's not like... Wear it as a Princess Diana headband if you wanted to. Wear it around your neck. And then when you've got a thread to cut, you can just literally pick it up and cut your thread. It's ideal. £4.99. Have we got a picture of it in its packet? Oh, yes, there you go. £4.99 for the Prim Love thread cutter. Oh, now this one actually comes already with the thong on it. Oh, string, she's called it. I've called it a thong. Thong. Yeah, no, but that's what before underwear that came out that was very small, that are now called thongs, this was what you call a thong. You get a leather thong, a rope thong. You thought it was a flip-flop? Oh, do they? Oh, in Australia they're called flip-flop thongs, apparently. Anyway, that could be a bit confusing. Take off your thongs before you come in here. All right, then. You know what I mean? Anyway, $4.99 that is. I haven't seen that before. It's a premiere to me. It's obviously been on before because it's not in the packet. Been once before, but it matches. So I'm presuming we're going to get a whole range of love. Bit of love in the new year. Anyway, so that's that and that's that. Next. Jay's just brought the scissors. I'll just show you very quickly. If you're a new buyer and you buy for the first time, you spend over £10, you get these scissors for free. Yours will come in a packet, all beautifully packaged. This is just the pair of scissors we've got here. From Monday, we'll have the ones in the packet here. There's just been a bit of a breakdown in communications. So if you buy something and you buy and you suddenly get these in the parcel, they're there for you. They're there for you as a gift. 23 centimetre dressmaking shears. Okay, I'll put those away there. Next. Where's the Right, am I just not seeing things? I want that in its packet because it looks lovely in its packet. Jay. Right, this is just the best. Can you see it? Can you see it, Tom? Okay, this is just the best thing. I love this. Every time I show it, it sells out, right? This is how you'll, now, Jay, don't send this back, right? Leave this as core product now, because I just think it looks lovely in its packet like that. You get 3 tubes and 3 pusher-throughers, 2 wooden and 1 metal. That's what you get for $7.99. Right, let me show you how it works. I'm not going to wear this shirt again for a while. It makes me look fat, isn't it? Right. I know. Right. So, rouleau. With a finished end, you think, oh, I've got to turn that through. And you're like, if you're Joe Carter, you've got little hands, it's fine. If you're like me, you've got big fat sausage fingers. So what you do is you get one of the tubes. Oh. You just drop it inside your rouleau to the bottom. Then you take your pushy-turny through thing. You literally push it through like this. Push it through, push it through, push it through. Push it through, push it through, push it through. And you've turned. Now, I apologise about the stitching quality on this, but Hannah made it. But I have to say, Hannah, we have displayed it many times now. So, just push the corners through. Yes. How you can sew it wrong, I don't know. I know why it needs it restitched, because somebody's pushed a hole through the end. So next... No. No, this is what you thought I was cleaning my ear with when I did that once. You're like, don't clean your ear with the job. Anyway, so you can turn... It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I love it. It would help if I could pick it up. My friend Amy bought me some nail clippers for Christmas, right? Which I opened yesterday. And I didn't know. And I've done my nails, so I can't pick anything up now. Anyway. $7.99. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. It's just how simple an idea. I bet the person who invented that's a rich person now. Right, that's what, Han. Oh, Emma's mentioning, Merry Christmas, John. Place my first order today. Oh, Emma, you'll get the scissors. You'll get the scissors. How is Nellie doing? Now, did I tell you Nellie wasn't very well yesterday? Oh, now, I'll just tell you very, very quickly. Nellie's been behaving a bit weird the last few days. No, Nellie's my cat. Yeah, Nellie's my cat. One of my cats. Anyway, I took her to the vet yesterday, and basically they think she's, you know the fangs that come down there? I'm making her sound like a vampire cat now, aren't I? The big teeth that come down there and there. She snapped one of them, and what they think is done is they said there's an awful lot of enamel on those teeth. My vet is very much I'll get my research books out and show you. And when they had pancreatitis, he showed me all these pictures of cats' innards, and I'm like, whoop. Anyway. So he gave her 2 very expensive jabs, and then on Wednesday she's got to go in and have an anaesthetic. and they've got to do some investigating work, and they might have to take the tooth out. And guess what? I cancelled Pet Plan 2 weeks ago because it was, or whatever, I can't remember if it was called Pet Plan, but one of the cat insurance, because it was getting too expensive. Typical. But the vets, as the vet said, it still won't be as much as your thingy, so that's fine. But she's fine. Thank you very much for asking, Emma. Thank you. I've talked far too long. Anyway, this morning, when we got back from the vets, I gave her a bowl of food and she wolfed it down so quickly, was ready for another bowl before we went to bed. And then this morning, she had another big bowl of food, so I think she was a bit peckish. Right, next. Thank you for asking. Now, Derek had this, didn't he? And Lucy made it, Derek had it, and he loved it, and you loved it as well. I won't move it for the time being, because, oh, you got a picture of it, you got a picture of it. There's the picture of it. There's a picture of it. Now, what you get in this little bundle, of course now I can't make the emphasis out. Right. Shall we show you the still? $17.99. There we go. I'll be with you. There you go. He's waving, he's going like that. Look. That's sure. It's jazz hands elephant. It's a jazz hands elephant. So what you need to make is you need all this felt, 5 different felts. You get 2 embroidery threads. You get a thread, and you get the book. Oh, I can't, hang on, glasses are in the way. Everything's in the way. And you get the book. All that for £17.99. Right, the stock they had on the show when Derek did it sold out immediately, and you didn't even look at the book. You didn't even look at the book. Right, okay, let me just show you, right? I'm going to show you the book, because in the £17.99, you not only get, hello? You not only get all the felt to make this with, it's all hand-stitched and everything. That's a pin cushion, by the way, look. That's a pin cushion. It's nice, the little drum on its own is quite cute, isn't it? Because you don't want to stick pins in your effort, maybe you do. But you can put needles, look, you can put scissors in here. You put needles through there. You put your thimble in there, can't you, Jay? Look. Keep your thimble in there. I don't think it goes the other way. Oh, there you go. I don't know. That's reminded me of a picture that Hannah showed me earlier. Right, anyway, of an elephant, obviously, of an elephant. Right, let's look at the book. Let's look at the book, because you get the book included. There are 12 projects in here. You get the book, you get the felt, and you get the embroidery, and you get the thread. $17.99. Right, let's have a look at the book. Now, I was just saying, last time it was so busy. Log cabin pin cushion. Oh, sorry, hiccup then. Log cabin pin cushion. Kaleidoscope pin cushion. Oh, what's that one there? I love a good pin cushion. The designers always bring nice. Look at that one there. It's got "so" written on it there. Oh, look, they're all by different designers. Jenny Baker. Look. Anyway, boxy pin cushion. Sew me a pin cushion. Does it say please? Little cab. Oh, look. Little. All these come in the book, and all the instructions, all the size. Oh, nice, isn't it? Then what else have we got here? Ladybug pin cushion. Julie made that. There's the elephant sewing caddy. Oh, there you go, you see. So you put your, I did say your scissors there, didn't I? Scissors there, thimble there, pins there. And then Jill designed that. Jill Hammour. Look at those. I've got picnic ant pin cushions. I wonder why they're picnic ants. Are they a certain kind of ant? Oh, look, they're designed by 2 ladies, Susan and Sally. Okay, that's what else have we got in here. Hot fudge sundae pin cushion. Oh, I'm a bit peckish. Oh, yeah, 11:20, you say. 3 pretty pin cushions. They're very pretty. New York taxi. Oh, I like the bunny pin cushion there, look. I wonder if they were all rung up and said, just, oh, look, all the template. Now you see, this. Oh, there's the elephant. Doesn't look like an elephant because it's the head and the body there. And the gusset. Yeah, this is pretend I'm the vet showing you. But you know, and oh, now you see, Lucy made a blue elephant, but you could make a pink elephant. Make it whichever way around you want, because you get the same amount of felt of each colour, don't you? Oh, that is such a brilliant buy. So you get the book, all the felt, embroidery thread, proper thread, and you've always got gift ideas. That's fantastic, that is. I think that, oh. The elephant's dropped his thimble, I'm afraid. He must have blown his trunk. Oh, I can see it there. Sorry, I don't need. Jay can get it later. So that is a brilliant buy. Make sure you get that. Make sure you get that. Make sure you get that. Moving on. Scissors we can do next. Hang on. Oh, no, that's a bundle, that one over there, isn't it? Right. Oh, look at this. Blimey, Jay. I said I'll have a scrap of fabric to show my scissors. Oh, that's that. That's more than ½ metre. No, I won't cut that up because that's more than ½ metre. Jay, I don't need it for the scissors, but I'll need it for the markings, right? Let's do scissors first. Pelican scissors. These are brilliant. These are absolutely brilliant. Fiskars Pelican. They're not called Pelican scissors. That's what I've called them. Soft grip, dressmaking shears, razor edge, 9½ inches, £22.99. Now, you see, if you just leave them locked up like this. I need a dark, like a black or a dark blue, just a little square to do the chalk on, please. Thanks, Jay. Right, what you do is you release the lock on these and they open up, right? These are fantastic for somebody who may have, what's the word I'm looking for? Not mobility, dexterity issues, because all the tension is taken from a spring mechanism, which is inside here. So you literally just touch this down. This is all lovely and soft here. You just touch it down like that, and it works away. Also, you can keep, if you are cutting fabric, I'll just do it that way because I'm right-handed, you can keep the bottom one flush to the table. Well done, Tom, I'm coming back now. Flush to the table, so you don't have to lift your fabric too much. Then when you're done, you just do the lock, and then so the end isn't sharp. So if you're going to drop them or anything, there's no sharp edges to get you there. The blades are razor sharp, though, so please, obviously, with all pairs of scissors, be very, very careful. But I love the fact they've got that lock on them there, so you can just put them in. Because how many times do you put a pair of scissors in the drawer, and you go to get something out of a drawer, and they've opened? Whereas these, put them away, and they stay nicely locked up. I mean, they're just a brilliant buy, aren't they? Very, very popular. And also, that gripability on there. Do you know what they feel like here? They feel like a very good posh pair of secateurs, is what they feel like there, because the shaping, the ergonomic design. But it's got that lovely soft touch there, so you've not got cold metal against your hand or anything like that. £22.99. Fabulous. Pinking shears. If you don't, the amount of times our guest experts say, oh, well, I don't snip into it. Jess uses pinking shears a lot. And Joe said the other day, oh, I'd use pinking shears on that. Straightforward, hemline pinking shears, 8½ inches, 21½ centimetres. Nice big, they're right-handed ones, right big blow handles. They're just brilliant for finishing off edges. If you don't want to do zigzag, if you're cutting chiffons or something like that, you don't want to do a heavy finishing edge to the fabric, literally use your pinking shears. Also good for felting. If you're doing felt, if you want to do a nice fancy edge on felt and then stab stitch it through or something, brilliant like that, or crafting. Nice, really, really lovely. I always thought pinking shears would go out of fashion, but you know what, never did. £14.99. Sue's messaged in, hello, John. I've had a very teary moment. That was so lovely. Love Lucy and her nails. Oh, her nails were gorgeous, weren't they? Merry Christmas, Lucy. Oh, Luce! Sue says Merry Christmas. She says thanks. Thanks, Sue. Thank you. Right. Next. Ham acting, are you saying? Ham acting. These, I wouldn't be without one of these. Taylor's ham. So easy to, I love the fact they don't put 11.00 or £10.99. They just put £11. Filled with sawdust, so it's going to absorb the steam. Brilliant for if you're doing curved seams, shoulder seams, top of a head of a sleeve seam, anything like that. Just fantastic. £11 for your workroom. Now, this side's calico or cotton twill. Don't worry. A lot of people said, oh, I've never seen a pattern on one before. Is the colour going to come out? No, it's colour fast. That colour won't come out on your project. It's £11. That's the pressing ham. Then I've got the sausage. I'll just wait for this. Now, it's very good again for doing cuffs, bottom of trousers, if you're going children's clothes, very, very good for ironing seams on children's clothes. Well, anything that's slightly curved or an open seam or a princess seam. £7.49, exactly the same as the ham, but just obviously the different shape. I love this shaping here as well. So if you're doing a sleeve head, very, very good to put into a sleeve head. £7.40, that's a funny price, isn't it? £7.49. I'll turn it that way around so you can see it against my shirt. Okay. French curve. Now this is brilliant. This is one of those things that you think, when you haven't got one, you think, oh, I don't need one of those. I don't need a French curve. What would you use a French curve for? You can use it for so many different... Dressmaking. This is not quilting. This is for dressmaking. Now, I'll just turn it round and I'll just show you all the different uses that a French curve can be used for. So necklines, sleeve heads, right, the curve at the top, or twist it round and just do the kind of scoop up that goes underneath your arm. We've got there the, let's see what they've called it, waistline curves, armhole curves, front neck curves. Going down, you've got that lovely hip line there. How many times do we get the hip line wrong? Decreasing the waistline and creating that lovely hip shape there. Large abdominal alteration. Then you've got increasing the waist, Hannah. Sway back alteration, and then a curved dart. Apart from that, you can just use it to create lovely, lovely curved features. £9.99. Oh, I shan't tell you what's happened in Holby if you haven't watched it. Hannah loves it. She absolutely loves it. Anyway, that one's in imperial. It's imperial, not metric. It's an imperial ruler, so that one's all in inches. No, the elephant bundle, single figures. Is that from my elephant bundle book? Oh, okay, I'll ignore that then. No. Where is it? Oh, Jade, the one in the grey bag. Oh, Jade. Jay's trying to hand me a sample. He has not that kind of sample, and he hasn't given me the actual thing. Yeah, let's go into these next then. Yes, I'll do that next. I've got two. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Which shall I do first then? I'll do this first. I love these because I love tailor's chalk, traditional, trained with tailor's chalk, but I used to buy it in the triangular shapes, you know what I mean? They do break easily, and you have to resharpen the edges, and you do get French chalk all over your hands. This is brilliant because you take the top off. Inside here is French chalk, so you can, it's already ground down, you can refill it, and then literally you can draw your lines, creating, you know, when you're transferring patterns and things like that. It's the Prim Stick Chalk Wheel, £5.49. Perfect, isn't it? Look, ideal for marketing. And you don't get any chalk on your hands. And then, of course, just brush it off or wash it off, and that'll disappear. Now, if you don't like this is the tall, thin one. That's called the chalk wheel. Right? If you want a more ergonomically designed one, then there's this one. It's just personal preference. This one, you can actually see how much chalk you've got inside the mouse. It's full, this one. Top off. No, Ginger Mike, don't take your top off. It's not an instruction. It's too late. He's sitting there. No wonder she's calling him Pumpkin. Anyway, £5.99. This is the Prim Mouse Chalk Wheel for £5.99. Ideal, brilliant, and you don't get any chalk on your hands, you don't get any, because the amount of times, if you're making something out of a dark fabric and you get chalk on your hands, chalk on the fabric, none of that at all. That's brilliant, 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 brilliant. Now, I've got this bundle here. I'll get the still, have a look at the still. I'll show you the still first. This, if you've got somebody in the family who's just starting dressmaking, then this would be an ideal gift just to get them started. So, in the kit for £27.99, you do get a pair of dressmaking scissors. Oh, it's upside down. One job, John. Oh, now you see, hang on. Has it been taken? Oh, no, that's the way it's been put in. That's strange, isn't it? Anyway, they are the dressmaking scissors. You also get some essential thread snips. These all come in the bundle. This all comes in the bundle together. So now if you buy this only counts as one entry into the drawer, remember, because you're buying it as a one bundle, right? Don't be thinking, oh, there's 5 things in there. That's 5 entrants. No. So they get the snips, or 6 actually. Pins, dressmaker pins. Can't go wrong. Tape measure, lovely pinky reddy colour, that one as well. Tape measure. You've got a quick unpick. It's absolutely essential for a starter. And then last but not least, now these are another way of marking, right? These are also tailor's chalk, but they're put in a pencil form, which you just sharpen with a pencil sharpener like you do a normal pencil. And then at the end, each one's got a little brush. So when you finish, you can just brush away. I thought I had something, a mark on my hand. I haven't, obviously. Seeing things now, so you get all of those, all of that for £27.99. It's brilliant, isn't it? Lovely little starter kit. Got a still of it there. 6 items, £27.99. Just get you going. It's a nice little thought, isn't it, for somebody who's just starting off their own sewing. They've called it a dressmaking kit, but you could do it if they're going to start quilting as well, because you need all those things for quilting as well. Especially doing bargello, you need to unpicker for your bargello or your trip round your world. Yes. You're my world, you're everything. What? Am I? And what? That's news to me. Right, so that's that. I've got another bundle as well. Can I show you this other bundle here? This is a lovely bundle. This is for now. This is if you like doing dressmaking and pattern alteration and things like that. This is a brilliant, 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 brilliant bundle, this one. So in this one, it's more for the pattern making and pattern adaptation, right? Have a look at what you get in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 items. So let's start off with the tracing wheel. But this is an unusual tracing wheel. This is a double-headed tracing wheel. Now, I don't know if has Jay got one of these open? If not, I'll find out if Jay's got one open, because I'll show you how it works in a minute. Okay, so you get that. You get the rose gold coloured scissors. There you go. Ooh. No, I was watching that one from home. So you get the scissors. You get the tracing wheel. You get the marker pen. Have you got one of these out as well? Yeah, I'll have that as well. Don't go with that. Thank you. I'll take that. Thank you. Right. You get the. I'll show you that. I'll get one that's already open, so I don't have to open that for you. You also get the. Now they call this tracing paper. This is actual pattern cutting paper. I've got carbon paper here, which I'll need. Yeah. So £34.99. So this is brilliant. Now, you know when I did my show about altering patterns and drawing up patterns, this is an ideal starter kit. Don't cut the paper with these, though. Do not cut the paper with these, because you'll blunt your scissors, right? Now, this tracing wheel is fantastic, right? Let me just show you, because it comes with 2 heads, right? So this is how, when you want to mark up or trace through a pattern, you can use this, right? Put it wherever you want, right? But what is brilliant about this is most dressmaking patterns don't, or you're making your own, they don't include seam allowance. So when you want to mark up the pattern, depending on the size of seam allowance you want, so if I always do a 5/8 of an inch seam allowance, you put that in 5/8 of an inch. So, no, these aren't sharp. So the one I've got at home is a really, really sharp one. Yeah, really pointy one. So that's your sewing line, and that's your cutting out of fabric line. Thank you, Jane. So I'll just show you very quickly. So, for example, now I'll go to the pink. I have to use the pink piece. So. Right. I'm sorry, but I haven't got another piece, so I have to do this. Okay. So then what you do is you put your tracing paper underneath your fabric, and you want to mark your pattern out. I'm not sure if this is going to show through. Oh, can you see it on the telly? Only just. You see what I mean? So this would be your sewing line, and that would be your seam allowance cutting line. But sometimes you want, if you're doing cross-hatching or something like that, and you want the lines an inch apart or something, you could do it like this, and then you could follow, you see then further apart there, you could do your wider apart, you know, like echo line stitching. You could use it to do that as well. So that's what's brilliant about that. Let me also just show you this marker pen here, right? So this is a 3-in-1 marker pen. So it's like a big biro. And if you see here, you've got WH for white, you've got bleu for black, and you've got O for no colour at all. So you turn it, right? So this here will be, oh, hang on, let's get it the right way. Right. So this is your black thread coming through, and black lead coming through. Right, push it in and get rid of it. Oh, push it in, get rid of that. Right, let's turn it to the white. Oh, I'm not sure if there's a, oh yeah, there it is, there it is, there it is. There's your white lead. So if you can use it as like a retractable pencil. But then also, and the way you get your lead in, you just push the button and push it back in. Or you see, you can do it like this, which looks like a ballpoint pen, but there's actually no ink or lead or anything in there. Again, what you do is you get your carbon paper, and now this would be good if you want to do embroidery or something like that, and you want to do a big J, for example. Look, you could mark it through. You see what I mean? So what I've done from this side is I've just written what I want, and then it's come through on the carbon paper on the other side. But you can use it to mark seams with and everything like that. It's fantastic, this. It's fantastic. These always sell out. It's part of the kit, the bundle. So you get all of this. I'll just go through it again. So you show the still, show the still, show the still. So you get the carbon paper. Now in the carbon paper, you get white, yellow, blue, red, and orange. Well, I said white. White, blue, yellow. Anyway, you get the tracing paper, which is pattern cutting paper, you get the marker, you get the tracing wheel, and you get the dressmaking scissors, not to be used to cut paper with, £34.99. Oh, elephant bundle's gone. Elephant bundle is sold out. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Oh, right. Yeah. Get the still out, and then I can make sure I've got all the right pieces. Okay. Right, so this is another little bundle to make. Right, okay. Let me show you the instructions. Okay, show you the instructions first. Sewing quarter instructions. It's called Instructions for a Sewing Set. Make yourself this sweet sewing pouch, needlebook, and pincushion by Tori Smith using pieced squares and tone-on-tone fabric, right? I'll just show you the instructions here. Look, again, like all sewing quarter instructions, very, very thorough with drawings and with photographs. Very, very, very intricate step-by-step instructions, right? I've got a pincushion. I haven't got anything other things. I've just got the pincushion here. Right? So to make that and the other two pieces, you've got loads of fabric in here, loads of fabric, right? So, right, we've got, first of all, we've got the Tula Spirit Animal Charm Pack, 42 pieces, they're 5-inch squares. So how much is that on its own, first of all? So you get that, you get the instructions. You also get this linen, the colour is linen, and it's linen effect, but it's actually 100% cotton fabric. You get 1/2 metre of that. There. You also get some white felt, which must be for one of the projects. You also, for your needle case, of course. You also get interfacing, and you get thread, and you get this wadding, £34.99. There you go, all of that. Oh, hang on, there's a zip. You do get a zip as well. Hang on a second. It'll be here somewhere. I'm going to find it if it's the last thing I do. No, I'm not. You do get a zip with it as well, Jay. Anyway, you get a zip with it. I didn't go anywhere. You do get a zip with it as well, but you saw that on the still as well. Okay. Right. Let me put all that over there. Now, you saw what happened with the elephant kit. Is it here, Jay? Maybe it's me. No, it's not me. It's not me, it's you. What are you pointing at? Jay can see it. Oh, Jay. That's where we keep the zips, on the floor behind the trolley. Yours won't have been on the floor. Right. Now, ironing blanket. Have we got one of these open? We haven't, have we? These always sell out. Every time I bring these to air, they sell out. Yes, like Jo said, she doesn't like to get... Oh, too late, we've just found one that's open. Oh, what, the one that was in here? The one that never been put away. Anyway, it doesn't matter, I've opened this one now. It means I can have this one. No, it doesn't. Prim ironing blanket. It's like the ironing mat we use all the time here. It's double-sided, so you can use both sides. So you can just use the metallic side or you can use the fabric side. I'll just put it out for you. Now, I'm not suggesting you cut anything or use these as proper measurements, only because that will move with the fabric and everything. But if you just need to look at a quick angle or check something centimetres wise, then it's easy enough to do that. But it's fantastic. If you haven't got room in your workroom for an ironing board, just have this on the end of your desk, or like we have underneath the desk with the iron. So each time you need it, you just bring it out, use it, and then pop it away again. It's fantastic. So if you want to use the calico side, you can do. If you want to use the metallic-y side, you can do. And they're such a brilliant buy. It's not very interesting to look at there. £24.99. Fantastic. It's made by Prim, so you know it's good. Now, if you haven't got an ironing board, you want to rest your iron on the dining table, get one of these. Now, Hayley, when we first got these, Hayley was saying, well, why would you need one of those? Why would you? And I said, well, if you get an ironing board that hasn't got a grill at the end or a grid at the end to put your iron down, she went, oh, every ironing. Can I tell you, I've just bought a brand new ironing board. I have to say it's got to go back because it's wobbly, but it doesn't have a grid on the end. It doesn't have a grid on the end. So what you do is you put this at the end of your ironing board, or indeed on your ironing mat like we've just shown you, and your iron can sit, it's silicone, so your iron can sit on that. If you sit it flat-wise, then if it does happen to steam, you've got the holes, the nodules, the heat's not going to go through to your table or anything like that. It's ideal. It's not very attractive, it's not very pretty, it's not very, but it does the job. Oh boy, does it do the job. £5. It's a bit like Hannah, really, isn't it? Oh, no, hang on. No, it isn't that Hannah at all. No, she doesn't even do the job. £5.99, though. It's brilliant. She's got knobbles like that, though. She's an alligator, really. £5.99. Prim silicone iron rest. Ah, okay. So that's an ideal piece to have. I've got other things to show you. My ham. Oh, no, less than 5 of these now. Less than 5 of the hams now. No, this is the ham. £11, that. £11. Now, if you do, I know I'm jumping all over the place, but if you do dressmaking and you don't want a French curve, but you do want something that you can create lovely curves with, I suppose you could use it for quilting as well if you do quilty edges. This is a bendy, flexible, curved ruler. Right? That's like that joke they say, isn't it? The man went to see... Oh, no, it doesn't matter. No, it's not rude. It's not rude. No, it's not rude. It was about a man went to a circus trainer and said, can you teach... A dance teacher and said, can you teach me how to do the splits? And he went, how flexible are you? He goes, well, I can't do next Tuesday. No? I thought it was funny anyway. This is the prim, flexible, curved ruler, £9.50. Now, you see, it's got inches on one side and it's got centimetres on the other side. So you can measure as well if you're doing the hip line or something like that. It's very, very good for the curved seams and stuff like that. £9.50. Michelle says, hello, John. Glad you're back. Missed you. Lots of love, Shelley. Oh, thank you, Shelley. Right, prim thread cutter, nearly out of stock. And it comes with the thong attached. So this is nearly sold out. Only came in the other day. It's only been shown once before at £4.99. It does come in a nice package when you get yours. There it is. Comes complete with the string for... Well, it's not even string. It's a nice, like, satinized little rope. Christine's got a tip from the Isle of Man. Oh, yes, Christine. Thread cutter is very good when you go on holiday and you take it on an aeroplane rather than scissors. Yeah, that's a good idea. Mind you, you can take the little scissors, can't you? You can take up to, I think it's 2.5 inches. But that's brilliant. That's brilliant. But obviously always check, because if you go on a dodgy airline like Hannah, she's not allowed to take suitcases on the one she goes on. Every time what? Yeah, but they always have such weird shoes, don't they? Oh, well, yeah, they can't believe you're wearing them. Hannah's saying each time for the last 4 journeys Hannah's done, they've taken her to one side and searched her shoes. They've been through their own machine as well. I have to tell you, though, my nan, this is going back, obviously, donkey years, because I was... My nan used to go on holiday with Mrs. McVeigh, and Mrs. McVeigh always used to have big hair. And when they used to go to Switzerland a lot, and when they came back, Mrs. McVeigh would always have a new watch, right? And I'd say to my nan, how come she always comes back? She says, oh, she comes back with about 10 watches. And I was like, what? And she used to have her hair done with the watches inside her hair. And no, I'm not going, well, nowadays you wouldn't get away with it because there weren't the machines that you go through anymore. But she used to hide all these watches in her big hair. And she's very, very posh, she was very posh, Mrs. McVeigh. So nobody would ever thought, oh, she's smuggling watches. No, that's what I was just thinking. They went for your feet, but they should have been going for your hair, really, shouldn't they? Because there's like birds' nests in her hair and everything. Right. I don't know what brought on to Mrs. McVeigh then. Which turning tool? I've got 2 turning tools. Oh. Okay, no, I haven't. I've got one. Yeah. They call it a turning tool. It's like a point. It's like a Derek the Dobber. It's a posh Derek the Dobber, really. This one, £3.99. And look, now it matches the thread cutter. So this bit here you can push corners through with, and also, you know, when you turn a cushion through, and you've got all the seams that you just want to get them kind of pristine, you can just use that to turn the edges through. Just press the edges into shape. I feel there's something I haven't done. Yeah, I've got one to clips here. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Yeah. The tops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not 11, I don't think. 12, you get 12. You get 12, not 11, and your packet will be done up. These are brilliant for quilting. If you don't want to put pins through your quilt and everything, these will hold you, especially when you're doing your binding on the edge. So you've got your sandwich of your layer, of your top, your binding and your backing and everything. And also these have got, I don't know if you can see it, they've actually got measurements on them, 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, an inch. So you can see exactly where you need your seam to be. You can just stitch along, hold them on and then stitch along. And then as you're stitching, take them off as you reach the, these are the jumbo ones, these are. £12.99 for 12 you get in your packet. At £12.99. They're brilliant, aren't they? My accountant uses those when he sends me my paperwork. Oh, that's a point. Are we into that tax bill soon? I know. I've got my business tax bill to pay on the 31st of December and my personal one to pay on the 31st of January. Yeah, and then Hayley gives me fewer shifts. That doesn't help, does it? Anyway, I'm not going to get bitter about it. Rotating cutting mat. Brilliant. This is like if you're cutting. Where's those little bits of fabric? Now I haven't got a rotary cutter here, so I can't show it. But if you're cutting something and you've got your ruler and you've cut one way, twist it round. Cut the other way. That way you're not moving, because you know sometimes if you've got a ruler and you move it, your fabric slightly moves and everything. Once that's there, it's just brilliant. All the designers love this. Every time it comes back into stock, it sells out again and again and again. £32.99 for the Alpha rotating cutting mat. Now, what I want to say to you is some people have said, oh, mine's broken, John. It will arrive like this in 2 pieces. Excuse me. In 2 pieces. All it is that the circle on here, the raised circle on this bit, just slips into the hole on the bottom there. So it literally just slips in there. You'll hear it won't click, but you just hear it, and then this has got a non-slip base on it. So that bit, once it's on your table, isn't going to slip anywhere. So the top is just the only bit that moves round when you're spinning it round. It's brilliant, isn't it? Okay. Right, let's do tomorrow's menu. It's me tomorrow, Sunday tomorrow. Me tomorrow. Coming up tomorrow, let's have a look what I've got. 8 o'clock, Fabulous Fabric Bundle, so that'll be me on my own. Embroidery Machine Magic with Amanda Wyatt at 9 o'clock. You want to watch that hour. If you're in the market for an embroidery machine, then watch that. Then at 10 o'clock, I've got Pre-Cut Perfection, which is me doing pre-cuts, obviously. Now, we've got, how long have I been going on and on and on about, oh, we need patterned jersey. I've got Premiere Patterned Jersey at 11 o'clock tomorrow. Is it you with that, Hannah, tomorrow as well? Oh, yeah. No, you're not, 'cause it's not Monday. You're not Monday, I'm Monday. Right, okay, so that's tomorrow's menu, but I've got so many things to tell you about that I've got to do. Have a look at the website, first of all. Now, the first thing I'm not going to click on, I'm just going to tell you about, right? www.sewingquarter.com. Go to the website. Christmas gift vouchers now available. £10, £20 and £50. We've been going on and on and on about them for ages and ages and ages. They're valid for a year. They're valid for, so brilliant, brilliant Christmas gift. But more important, well, not more importantly, but look at that. Christmas fabrics, 50% off. So go to the website now. Ideal day to do it today, right? So there's all the Christmas fabrics got. Now, I don't know if, which one? Go back. Click on it. Oh, I wonder which country they celebrate Christmas with a fish. I wonder why that's there. Anyway, take advantage of it because they're all half price. Now, I can't tell you which ones are sold out and which ones aren't because I know it's been really busy over the last couple of days. But do go and check because it's 50% off. And if you want it in time for Christmas, do the premium. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But maybe. Oh, yeah, the stripes come in the Christmas range, yeah. Right, okay. Now, the reason I'm saying that's a good idea is because we've got this win £250 worth of fabric. The way to enter is by buying something. So if you buy one thing, right, your name goes in the hat once. If you buy 10 things, your name goes in 10 times. So buy some fabric, maybe some of one, some of another. Each thing you buy, your name goes into the drawer once. It's only today until 11:59 tonight. And if you're watching the replay, that's 11:59 on Saturday night. Saturday. Because on Monday, on the show on Monday, I'm going to announce the winner. Look, there's all this fabric. There's fat quarters, there's designer fabric, there's even... look, I mean, there's Tim Holtz in here somewhere as well. Not him himself, but his fabric and everything. On Monday, I'll announce the winner. We're then going to put it on a courier, so it'll be with you in time for Christmas. In time for Christmas. Yeah, on the courier. Yeah, terms and conditions are on the website. Now, also very quickly, yesterday was our last day of guaranteed delivery in Christmas if you use the standard £2.95. Now, what they're saying is, if you're lucky, it might get through, but we're not guaranteeing it. The only way we're guaranteeing that you'll get in the parcel by Christmas is if you use the premium, which is £4.95 for the whole day. That doesn't include Mandy Shaw, and we didn't hear back from Eleanor, did we? So I'm not, no, so I would say now it might not be in Eleanor as well, but I don't know that. But basically, I sent 2 parcels on Wednesday and they were there on Thursday. So some parcels are getting through, some parcels aren't they? So it's whether you want to take the risk, but the £2.95 is still there if you want that, if you're not in any immediate rush for it. But you need to know that our warehouse are absolutely up to date. So today, they're packing what I sold yesterday. So that's how up to date our warehouse are. I got that from our new boss. Fantastic going into Christmas, isn't it? I know we had some issues about it, but fantastic going into Christmas. We just moved warehouses, so now it's, they're really on topic. Carl, the warehouse manager, and all his team are brilliant like that. They're up to date on all of that. So, £2.95, you can still buy the £2.95 one, but I can't guarantee it'll be with you by Christmas. It might be, but I can't guarantee. If you definitely want it by Christmas, up until about the 20th, I think it is, then we're do the premium, which is £4.95 for the day, and you'll definitely get that in time for Christmas. So that's that. Well, something else I had to say, wasn't there? Fabric, the competition. Oh, and also, if you go to the website, on the front website again, there is still the deal on magazine subscription, because there's 4 now. There only used to be 3, didn't there? So there's Love Patchwork and Quilting. Oh, hang on. Oh, okay, that's in the picture, but there's only actually 3 there, because they're the 3 that we're affiliated with. So I'm only going to talk about Love Patchwork and Quilting, Today's Quilter, and Simply Sewing. There are... exclusive. Can you just go down to the bottom of the page? Let's see what happens there. Oh, there's Molly Makes is there, you see. Molly Makes is there. So you can also go to Molly Makes. Right. Thanks ever so much, company. Don't forget, if you want to be in with the chance of winning this fabric until 11:59 tonight, that's all you've got. I'm back tomorrow with Amanda Wyatt and lots of gorgeous fabrics and premiere pattern jersey. I'm going to go and look at them now. I'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Take care.
Tune in this Sunday, the 17th of December, as Amanda Wyatt shares her embroidery machine expertise. Amanda is queen of sewing workshops and has plenty of tips on using the Elna EMB 81 embroidery machine. This fantastic machine has 55 built-in designs, 3 alphabet styles, and 18 borders, which you can edit and combine. And with the USB connection, you can transfer and save your own designs too. It even has an adjustable embroidery speed for professional results. We'll have an exclusive discount on this amazing machine, so don't miss the fantastic deal. Join us on Sunday morning for this unmissable hour, only on Sewing Quarter Freeview Channel 78.